Screech, you uncultured swine.
You're an uncultured swine, DCL.
That may be true, but it means
Anyway,
you joined my ranks.
last time we
It
played a
wasn't
game
all
that's full of
cultural swine.
tits and a possibly sociopathic raccoon robot. The party finally managed to get to the control center of the asteroid space station thingamabobber, wherein they discovered a very bitchy Kia Corp AI running the station and guarding a strange black box wherein lies some sort of artifact that seems to have caused all of the virtual intelligences, not the artificial, but virtual intelligences on the station, to go batshit insane and start shooting at people. Naturally, seeing that you were getting up in their shit, all the VIs decided to rush at you and chase you off the asteroid. But you escaped with both the AI, the artifact, and a fuck nugget of a Vico droid. Returning to your ship, you departed and were promptly attacked by a giant pirate ship that just pissed fighters everywhere and tried to shoot you with a gas cannon. But luckily, the party managed to engage evasive maneuvers and jet out of the asteroid belt before they got blown to smithereens. Captain Steele
pretty close.
has decided that before any decisions are made regarding the artifact, dangerous though it might be, she wants to take it to a friend of hers, a Khoitan fellow by the name of Mr. Seda, who has a shop on the planet of Vesperia. She believes he can identify the artifact or at least put some context to what it may or may not be. Why are people drawing all over my map? What the fuck?
I don't know. It's probably nothing. I can't unhear roundabout right now.
Alright.
And now that's stuck in my head. God damn it, Scal.
What, meat spit?
No, roundabout.
Ah, yes.
What did Agilink? Oh.
Yes, roundabout. Perfect.
So I should be blaming Adge, but I'm gonna keep blaming Scout anyway.
Okay.
So, the party has about a 12-hour journey back to the core of the galaxy wherein Vesperia lies. What are you all doing on this return trip home?
Well, I hope you folks brought a raincoat because I am wet.
Whatever for what?
It was a lot of fun. And, you know, at least like a day or two has been spent without giving the dog a bone.
No, honestly, I was thinking you were going to say because having near-death experiences makes me horny.
No, she's a nerd. If it were just like a video game, maybe.
I don't know what we're doing on the ship. I guess Goo Fuck Boy continues to be Goo Fuck Boy.
Does Steele have any, like, sources of entertainment on her ship?
Yeah, you have well, it is a luxury yacht, so yeah, there's several bedrooms, there's a jacuzzi tub, there is a fully featured virtual entertainment station with delightfully 5-star extranet access, and of course, there is the lovely party themselves, some of whom may or may not be incredibly horny aliens.
Excellent. I'd like to see is Enyo amenable to a little bit of fun?
And you, yes. Hedra, no.
Oh, of course. Yeah, so that happens at some point. And then also icing fools at video games. We learn that she has an actual incredible selection of advanced vocabulary in regards to crushing scrubs.
What are your reflexes again?
My reflexes, they aren't great.
This is going to be Squigs and Serena playing like fighting games against each other.
You read my mind while I was asking.
Wow.
It's a 0.
Ah,
But I
get,
do have a shit hot intelligence score.
get wrecked by reflexes, scrub.
All right, roll reflexes. Let's see which you dominates.
No, never mind.
No,
Oh,
that's
wait,
Pico. No, she's fine. I wish that were me. It's not
I
going
was
to
about to
be.
go, never fucking mind.
No, not happening.
I forgot how Roll20 worked for 2 seconds. Oh my fucking god.
Oh, I still fucking smoke you. I'm not even
It's
trying.
a very narrow match.
Forever fuckboy.
Forever fuckboy. So, what does losing look like for Squigs versus Serena? What does our Huskar subject the gooey fuckboy to?
I don't know, just having to deal with me gloating most of the fucking time.
Alright.
just being so gloaty. And enjoying him getting salty, because I can only imagine that as a DCR character, you can't not get salty losing in a fighting game.
The Galocian race is very capable at frowning dudes with flexible faces. Never has there
you
been
transform into a frown. Yeah.
Alright, so, Poco, while you are dicking around inside the little Vico bot, naturally, the first place you look is inside its artificial brain. You hook it up to your computer and start poking around, and very quickly you find some files that somebody didn't want you to see. But, you know how to get into that sort of thing. So you bypass a few firewalls, pull out some bits and pieces from the robot itself, and pretty soon you realize that there are several hidden access codes inside not just this Vico, but perhaps all Vicos that activate secret routines hidden within them.
Ooh. What kind of routines might these be?
It appears that somebody back at Joico has decided that the Vico is just feminine enough to serve as a rudimentary sex bot. And boy howdy, do these things come preloaded with a repertoire of sexual abilities.
I wonder, is the code compatible with my own? Could I download that to me?
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh, that would make things much easier in collecting samples. I'll start doing that.
Alright. Why don't you roll a security systems test? And we will see just how these codes affect you.
Is that also intelligence-based?
Yes. Okay. So I've got good news and bad news for you. The good news being that you download all of the Vico's routines onto your memory bank, so you can execute all these bizarre sexual abilities that she has. The bad news is you're pretty sure now if somebody knows the codes to activate them, you will have no choice but to execute those sexual routines on whoever asks you, until you get rid of the codes themselves.
Let's see. I may have programmed myself with a backdoor.
Indeed you did.
Well,
Maybe you didn't
that's
just
okay.
void your warranty.
I have the codes now, so when I get back to people, I can transfer the codes off and we can utilize them. But for the time being, is there anything else of particular value with the Vico as it is?
You could salvage her for parts, but aside from that, there's nothing of particular value.
I see. Is there anything in her memory banks about the incident?
Yes. You're able to access that pretty easily. You hook her up back to your codex and turn on the visual display and cycle to her last active memories, which was her standing at attention in the command center where she had been for, according to her logs, several months without moving whatsoever. Until a series of knocks came on the door, and Kara, the AI, told her to go investigate. Vico, being a subservient VI, naturally just did whatever she was told, opened the front door, and proceeded to get a giant drill through the chest. And thus began the lockdown. It's a rather grisly memory.
It seems odd that uh, that a medic droid like this would be deployed on an unmanned station. Does she have a log of the biologicals that she treated?
She does. From what you're able to gather, when the asteroid station was first set up, it was manned by about 24 people of various races, but once they had mined out the surface minerals and set up the automation processes, they all left and just left the poor Vico there.
All right. Well, if I think that I've got pretty much everything of particular value, then I suppose I will simply leave her as is. We might be able to get a good price for her when we get to New Canada Station.
All right. Sounds good.
That's dark.
Well, I mean, we could sell her back to Joico. They can put her together again. Just had her arms and legs detached. It's a droid thing. It's like taking off a hat.
I mean, if
This
you
is a
say
very violent hat removal, though.
Well, she was very heavy. I couldn't carry her in one piece.
True.
So while you're saying that, Serena, Fenris drone just paces up to you, sits down in front of you, and extends one of his little paws and says, "Would you like a hand?"
oh my fucking god,
I squee enjoy. He knows puns.
fuck boy, McSquiggles, face palms.
Yes, he gets so many scritches.
All right. So yeah, like you reach down, and it looks like he wants to shake your hand. So you reach down, give him a little puppy shake, and his whole arm just like detaches in yours. Bark.
Oh,
He was being literal.
huh. I will take a quick peek at it, because he was quite the effective little murderer.
Yes.
Does he have anything aftermarket on him?
No, he is a factory default. In fact, he looks extremely brand new. You would not be surprised if Captain Steele actually took him out of the packaging like this week.
Nice. Alright, yeah. I give him pettings and I will lock his arm back in again.
Thank you. And then you will pad off, having demonstrated how robots work.
Yep, that is delightful.
So... silly biologicals.
Beep boop. I'll just have to fix all the biologicals. I'll just have to fix all the biologicals.
It's not that hard, by the way.
What, Hedra?
It's not that hard. I can literally pull my shoulder and my socket right now for you if you want.
No, I'm
Please
good.
don't. That sound just will stay with me for a little bit too long. I've been party to dislocations, and I can't do so quite as casually. They're not a fun thing to remember.
Okay.
So Squigs, good news. Just as you're dropping out of the warp gate into the Vesperia system, your ship's brand new AI, the somewhat nihilistic and very, very son, Kara, pops up and says that she has temporarily erased most of your criminal record. It should hold up to inspection for a few hours, but she wouldn't recommend staying on the station too long.
You know, a few hours
That's
is
nice
good,
of her.
better than I expected.
She gives you a thumbs up, and suggests politely that you should probably avoid any of the local security forces, just in case.
Don't need to tell me thrice.
Yeah. Gotta look out for them new Canadian Mounties.
All right. And so, unless anyone has anything else they'd like to do, the party's ship, the Astora, will presently dock at New Canadia Station and unload you off onto the docking platform. Captain Steele tells you to follow her and lead you on towards a very cozy-looking lounge, not all that far away. Boop.
Let's see what we got here. Ah, yes. Oh shit, look, Getty's here. How's it going, Getty?
I see nothing.
Really?
Does
Hold on.
Enya not have vision?
You know what, Saban?
You should.
I
Refresh
shouldn't
it, bro.
have two different things.
Just refresh. Dynamic lighting's been kind of weird lately.
Refreshing.
But yeah, so once you get in there, there is a dark-skinned, blonde-haired waitress sashaying about. She's got
You could have.
these big cannonball tits thrusting out from underneath this very poorly fitting little leotard outfit. And she will prance up to you guys and ask if there's anything you'd like to drink.
All the knives in your chest. Slowly.
Oh, I know what's wrong, Hedra. Hold on. I got you. Does that work?
I got you, fam.
I got you, fam.
Yes. Success.
Excellent.
Nope.
Excuse me, Miss Waitress. Do you happen to have any beverages that would be particularly protein-rich?
Oh, of course. And
Oh,
she
wonderful.
brings up a menu and scrolls down towards some exotic alien drinks, clearly having just completely missed any implications.
Oh,
Don't dig the wound deeper.
Perhaps I'd best order at the bar then.
Swiss will kind of step in and push Poco out the way and go, "Ooh my, aren't you a cutie?"
Oh, you're not so bad yourself. Although, must be easy for a Rahn or Galoshan like you, a goo entity. She titters.
All right, because this is going to happen, it's time to use those charisma stats.
Oh, Lord.
If you bang her, you're gonna get one of those Bioshock, like Booker is melting with the universe's nosebleed.
Okay, you can make
Does she look-
a presence check, influence skill if
Does
applicable.
Does she look like a girl or a trap?
Well, like I said, she has big cannonball tits thrusting out, but if you want to make a perception check to see if there's anything else tacked on.
Perception.
Right.
Shit, where's perception again in this game?
That is under... intelligence awareness.
So just a D20. For me, at
Flat
least.
D20. Sure, it'll be fun. That's
But
not...
you're a rogue, don't you have trap finding?
That does
I am
not
a
work
rogue.
like that. So not yet. You detect nothing but a deliciously feminine form.
Then Squigs is only interested platonically.
Oh. Okay, well, you've got her hooked, so she's going to start flirting with you right back while she takes everyone else's orders. Poco, you head on over to the bar and find a Koitan behind it.
I'm having another weird Booker moment here. Seeing these two icons next to each other. Help.
So yeah, I don't think I need to describe Callie to you, but Unlike Delilah back there, she most certainly has what you're interested in. A big, hefty pair of nuts swinging quite freely underneath her skirt.
Oh, wonderful. Greetings, fellow Koitan.
Now, Poco, are you indistinguishable from an organic being, or are you obviously robotic?
No, I am fairly obviously a droid, just
Okay.
in the shape of a Koitan.
Gotcha. Alright, so the bartender will look up and react with a moment of surprise before she gets a big old grin and leans across the bar in a way that pushes up her breasts and says, "Well, aren't you just the cutest thing? What can I do you
Thank
for,
very
honey?"
much. Well, I am interested in acquiring certain biological samples. I was hoping that you might be able to assist me.
"Oh, well, I don't know about that. This is a bar, sweetie, not a science shop."
Oh, well, I understand. You can pour them into a glass if you like.
She looks at you for a moment, then like realization, click, 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 click. "Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, for a darling thing like you, maybe I could take a lunch break."
Oh, thank you. That would be wonderful. I can assist you if you like.
"Oh, I'd like very much.
Wonderful.
Delilah, darling, could you man the bar for a minute?" Well, woman the bar. And the waitress who's busy flirting with Squig suddenly looks very offended and just sort of crosses her arms for a moment. "That's not funny." Callie just giggles and motions Poco to come around the bar to where there's a little access to the back rooms.
Aw.
Didn't notice, eh?
I wanted to roll for eyebrow wiggle.
It falls off of you.
Whee!
Wait,
have to
you're
go
not cool.
collect
You
one.
don't have eyebrows.
Shh. That's why I have to make rolls for it.
Roll to form
Oh, you
eyebrows,
like-
wiggle them, and then dismiss the little biological constructs.
You put on one of those, what was that? Mark's disguise face, glasses, eyebrows, big
Oh,
nose.
yeah, the
mustache.
Groucho Marx glasses.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
Groucho Marx. Not Karl
Delightful.
Marx.
So Squigs, while you're attempting to make eyebrows at people, you happen to look past the waitress herself over to this couple over here. And something more your style pops up, quite literally, in fact, as a extraordinarily buxom cowgirl in a torn-up flight suit that is much too small for her prodigious chest, has her hands all up in the package being carried by her drinking companion. And what a package it is, quite obviously masculine, jutting up under her jeans, threatening to burst out at any moment. Perhaps they'd be a more interesting source for your fun.
Squig sighs and goes, I remember why it was such a tragedy that I got banned from this planet.
So, Squigs, do you want to go over there and make first contact, or are you just gonna get your drink and hang back with the party?
But it would be rude for me, because I'm making good friends with...
And she introduces herself as Delilah, in case you didn't hear from her very bitchy boss, Grump.
No, it's just even in character, I don't want to say it.
All right. So you two have a conversation for a bit. Poco, why don't you give me either a presence performance check or an intelligence applied science, depending on how you want to go about this.
Oh, well, I was planning on utilizing some of the secret stuff that I downloaded from the Vico.
Oh my. All right. Yeah, let's make it a performance check, but I will give you advantage for having all these secret techniques floating around in your brain meats.
It's a field test. That's a presence check.
Yes. Very nice, very nice. Callie is suitably impressed by your abilities, and her dick obviously is quite happy with what you are able to provide. And it takes no time at all for her to dump 2 or 3 loads into your possession.
Oh, wonderful. I'll store them in my synthetic balls.
She just beams down at you as they sort of inflate up. Wow, you really are just like a Koitan.
That's the principle.
She will give you a peck on the cheek and suggest you show yourself out while she recovers.
Thank you once again.
My pleasure. Feel free to repeat that performance anytime.
But of course.
And just as you're leaving, you could swear you hear something being mumbled behind you about a sister getting in on it next time, but well, the door closes before you can get any more juicy details.
Ah, okay.
Alright, so just as Delilah is bringing around the drinks, Poco comes back looking quite full and hale. And once you've rejoined the group, Captain Steele will suggest that the lot of you get a room for the night. She'll pay, of course. And tomorrow you can catch a shuttle down to the planet. Naturally, Zari needs to be repairing the ship, so you can't take that. And you'll pop down to one of the cities where Mr. Seda lives.
Cool.
Okay. So, the next day comes, and indeed, as Captain Steele here promised, you do indeed get aboard a ship and fly on down to the planet. However, while you're skimming across the surface and you see myriad bustling, shining metropolises off on the horizon, your shuttle takes you to a rather dingy-looking town in the foothills of a mountain. Rough terrain, not quite made for the soft, lovely tars this planet is known for.
Ah, for fuck's sake, we're heading into Wyoming.
Yes.
Why?
Oh no, Space Wyoming!
Why can we never do any missions that are in some places nice?
Well, it
just
is
had fun where
nice.
It was
It's-
nice.
It is the mountains of Wyoming. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's just, in the middle
Nice
of
and
buttfuck nowhere.
civilized.
The Wi-Fi is shit.
Yes, the Wi-Fi is absolute garbage.
Bitch fit activated.
Captain Steele
It just
ruffles your little goo hair and tells you that you'll just be here for a couple of hours. Don't worry.
casually sits on Goose Hill.
Splat.
Literally splats.
It's like flump on top.
Hey, watch the suit. Just because I'm like indestructible doesn't mean my clothing is.
Indestructible, huh? That sounds like a challenge.
I don't like that implication there.
I'm just thinking science thoughts. Don't worry about it.
Just
Oh.
thinking science thoughts. It's,
Yep. Innocent tail waggy smile.
Just because you're cute doesn't mean I'm not aware to your I can't find the word for it. I'm watching you.
Okay. Be sure to put on a show.
Well, if we're gonna go out in
Fenris
space-
Drone informs you he has access to still at least 1,000 channels here in the boonies. Which would you like to watch?
How long's the journey?
About 5 more minutes.
turn on to the Freedom Channel.
Alright, you immediately are greeted by a giant centaur with the bottom half of a buffalo, who is extremely muscular and wearing a star-spangled bikini. And she is demonstrating on TV all of the proper uses of some sort of advanced rocket launcher, which is, of course, now civilian legal.
No eagle
I'm
mascot,
just-
0 out of 10.
I'm going like this while watching.
Are you screaming in freedom?
Yes.
You're
Well,
laughing in
I'm
freedom. Nice.
Such a
Indubitably.
good picture.
Yes, it is. You know, I bet we could get you one of those ass-mounted super rockets. Admittedly, probably not filled with sparkers like that, but you know, it's probably something a little bit more explodey. Totally legally, shifty eyes.
I mean,
One day.
after her last aiming performance, you sure that's a good idea?
Bob, I'll boop you. I will do it.
The threat of the booping. So spoopy.
Don't heck with this. Mess you up.
Alright.
So,
So, a few minutes passes. Oh, by the way, Squigs, do you have enough money to get a new shield generator? Because yours exploded last time.
did we get any money from said job?
No, you have not been paid yet.
Then I don't got enough money for one yet.
Alright, so you are at Zippo Shields. Gotcha.
Even squishier than normal.
Alright, so your shuttle lands presently, and you get off what amounts to Vesperian public transportation and onto some surprisingly narrow, winding streets. And you immediately realize you're going to have an ass of a time getting around on this place. As Captain Steele explains that this is one of the few cities that's predominantly humanoid occupied, while much of Vesperia's population is Taric in form.
Well, shit.
Yeah, she apologizes and puts a hand on one of your chitinous plates and says that don't worry, you'll all keep to the main streets, so hopefully you shouldn't have too bad of a time. And it's at that point she sort of looks shiftily around and mentions, by the way, we're gonna need to ask for directions.
We're going to need to ask for directions to find the scientist that you're trying to find.
Yeah, she looks at her codex and it comes up with a 0-star extranet connection. I've only been there once, and the city is just... she shrugs helplessly.
Oh my fuck.
Why didn't you get the printout?
What's a printout?
On paper?
I think I've seen paper once ever.
Why didn't you just download it to your codec?
I thought the Wi-Fi'd be better.
Damn you, Wyoming! Once again, you fucked us!
You failed us once again.
Squigs is ultimate frowning.
It's fine. And then I will puff up my chest to even puffier prodigious style. And then I will announce, luckily, we are lost in the most polite place in the galaxy.
This is factually correct.
And, is there anyone hanging around that I can see?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of people. So we're going to do a quick little skill challenge
Dope.
to see if you guys can find your way in a timely fashion.
Alright. Well, Squigs is going to tighten up his suit real quick and start going out and asking people for directions.
I'm gonna find the most interesting looking alien I can find, and then I'll go full Bork. I will essentially do a
Well-
presence test with my T's proficiency.
All right.
Why are you trying to go to me?
This is touche. Well, no, I mean you also get a show first, and then I'll go to the second most interesting alien that isn't, cunt boy over there.
All right. So
Here's
one
the
of you
thing.
two.
We are the aliens.
Yes.
We are they are natives.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. All right. One of you two can make a presence check with advantage from the other one assisting you.
All right, and I will.
A presence?
Yes. There's no charisma
Use your
stat. There's
presence to-
presence.
Do you have anything in
works.
that?
Yeah. So that's all right. Squigs got that handled. So that's one success. You ask around for a koi tan in some sort of science shop, and people aren't quite sure, but they do know that there's a koi tan around, and apparently he works out of the right next to some Chinese joint. So you all start zipping through the streets that way. Good old
The
Poco.
Chinese joined Space Canada.
Yeah, and everyone likes Chinese food.
Everyone I was going to say everyone likes joints in Canada.
Pretty soon, you find your way up to a actual visitor center. Except this place has been fucking trashed. There's graffiti everywhere. There's an actual literal hobo just sleeping on the ground. And the computer, which you know should have a map downloaded onto it, seems to have taken some sort of baseball bat to the face and is cracked and just broadcasting static. Would someone like to make a, let's say, an applied sciences test to see if they can figure out a way to get in? Or a jury rigging, I suppose.
Oh, I could plug in, see what we got.
All right. Either way, it's an intelligence check.
So what you're saying is that we're at the post office in Ankh-Morpork.
Yeah. If anyone has proficiency with a relevant skill and would like to try and give
Yep.
Poco advantage,
I will do so. I have both jury rigging and applied science, and I'm SMR smart.
all right.
I think I'll keep the first result.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. So you're pretty sure you know exactly where to go, but it's all on the other side of town. Now, for most of you, this is fine, but Enyo, you are having to squeeze through everywhere. It is a pain in the ass. This town was not made to be tar accessible at all. So, would you give me a fortitude endurance check to see just how you fare on your way over?
Fortitude, endurance?
Mhm.
Question mark.
Fortitude attribute with the endurance skill if you have it.
Oh, I do have it. I do have endurance.
Woo!
That gives like plus
Plus 2.
15. Okay. 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 No, that's laughing realism.
Sweet.
All right. So while the party has absolutely abysmal luck when it comes to shootouts and the like, you are on the ball with navigating around the boondock town. And it is not all that long at all before you arrive in Chinatown. Yes, an actual Chinatown. Complete with, banners hanging up over the streets in strange characters that your codex is struggling to translate. And very,
Even in the future.
brightly
It's the
shining
accent.
lights. Yeah.
Even in the future, Mandarin still doesn't.
Everyone smells like bok choy and ass. It's perfect.
Indeed. But you managed to find the place you're looking for. Unfortunately, just as you're turning the corner to the shop, you hear the sound of breaking glass.
What is it now?
What did you do this time?
Nothing
Enyo,
yet.
Enyo, you peek
Oh
around
shit!
the corner.
Street Sam's.
Yeah. You peek around the corner and see a Khoitan man with a little mohawk of brown hair poking up between his ears and a very nice business casual outfit, currently cowering underneath a broken mirror as a huge green-skinned woman with a laser bat just thumps it in her palm and grins down at him with a wicked smile and whispers something about it's time to pay up your insurance money, Mr. Seda.
Seriously? People still do that? In Space Canada?
In Space Canada, of all places. Damn you, Wyoming.
No. We're in Space Canada, in Wyoming, in Chinatown. It's like...
Even that can't be nice.
Well, how does athletics work? Because I see this building beside us, and climbing up on it seems like it'd be a good idea.
That would be a great idea. You can definitely make an athletics check to try and scramble on up there.
Or you can use, what's it called, Enyo's body as a fucking ramp.
That sounds like a good idea.
If you want to use Enyo as a boost to get up there, I'll give you advantage.
Doing so.
Yep.
Good thing, because the 10 was the difficulty class. Alright, you pop on up onto Mr. Seda's roof. Fenris borks up something about not breaking your neck. Then there's a long pause. Never mind.
Exactly, little Barkos. I guess I will also stealth to try to hide behind whatever little railing thing is up there.
Alright, that sounds like a plan. Go ahead and roll it.
How
And,
wide is this alley thing, Bob?
the alley you're in is just barely big enough for you to squeeze on through.
Can I, like, push myself against the, slightly against the wall and just scrape out? It's like, God fucking damn it. This is tight-ass, stupid fucking alley.
I'm just like watching his ass with like rapt attention, like, yeah, this is a shitty
Alright.
out. Oh, yeah.
1 sec, let me make some awareness rolls for these thugs here.
I'm not trying to be stealthy, I'm trying to
Well,
like, beat
not for
the
you, for
visual people.
Squigs. Let's see if they see anything.
Can they get disadvantage?
It
because
doesn't
of
matter.
being distracted? Oh, wow. They suck ass. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
alright. They are completely focused first on the Khoitan cowering on the ground, then everyone turns your way, and immediately the one Lathan guy, not a animalistic, Tark humanoid like Vesperian natives are, but an actual member of your own race, just looks up and just shouts over, "I know, right?" And the Throggin bitch just crooks her bat under one arm, looks at you and says, "Scram, lady, we're busy."
So just tilts her head like, scram?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, scram,
Still-
shove off,
he's still-
down the
he's still
street.
Canadian.
And one of the thugs starts to say, "I'm sorry about it," and then another thug just slaps him in the back of the head. Shush.
Hey Fenrir, how are you about non-lethal solutions? Because we probably don't want to murder all these guys.
Losing your leg tendons is not murder.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god.
he's
Looks a
not-
bit
he's not
uncomfortable. He's not wrong. I look a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, sure.
Yeah, you're looking for the Seagwolf drone for the non-lethal,
For the
tease
non-lethal.
people.
Yeah.
Fenris just rips shit up.
Yeah, I'll be like, all right, try to not finish killing them then, when this inevitably goes
Okay.
super badly.
Affirmative.
So I'm just checking. It's not like, oh wait, this squints at Mr. Satan's like, oh yeah, are you, according to this, that fucking Khoitan with the whole science bullshit?
The Khoitan looks up, seems confused for a moment, then starts to answer before the Thragon just delivers a serious kick right to his face, and he tumbles back down. "No one said you could talk." And she looks back to Enyo. Now, what were we talking about? Oh, right, you pissing off. Now, you can do it all nice and easy, or me and my crew can have some fun with you. She takes a
look
step
at-
forward and, like, at once cups a breast and, like, overcharges her laser bat. Says,
Okay.
both kinds of fun.
I look at the big guy there and say, like, so I think this is the only fucking hotel around here. This narrow ass piece of shit place.
The thug pony just looks around and says, I could tell you if make it worth my while, sweet tits. How about you turn around and show me that egg hole of yours?
Well, you're the only good looking thing I've seen in the past 8 hours. And sure as hell the prettiest thing around here.
Hey,
All right, make a presence check.
I don't have a good presence, just FYI. I have
Oh,
a
that's-
negative
It's fine.
fucking presence.
make the roll.
Let's do this. I'm trying to piss off the dragon there. Because I'm completely ignoring what the hell she's saying.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm using my tail to like wave over the rest of, the fucking the three stooges behind me.
The Two Stooges and Robodog.
Yes.
Still
Bark.
-1. Let's see. Hell, say that. Oh
Mm-hmm.
wow, that's actually not a shit.
Yeah, the Lathan guy just sort of blushes and like canters his two middle legs around, like, oh well, he's just. And the Thragon lady just like reaches over and swats his behind with the open palm of her hand, making him like nicker loudly and rear up, so much so that his front legs come down and just crush the hood of this car here, which sets off an alarm. Ah, shit. Alright, that's it. And the Thragon starts stomping towards Enyo. And I think it's time for initiative.
Good.
Boop, boop, boop.
Sweet.
Good thing I have legs and a big booty, so people can use me as cover and
Yes.
blast the fucking bitch into oblivion.
Yep. Say, it's a bond of mine that I ride Enyo around like a pony. Does that bond apply to, if I literally do ride around on her like a pony right now in the middle of combat, and then I get to catch in that +2 on stuff?
Yeah. Well, remember, it's not a
yeah.
+2. It's a you get a dice pool of 2d6 that you can spend around on rolls relevant
Yeah.
to
Do I have
riding
to
her
spend
like a
both
pony.
at once?
No,
or
you
can I
can
just
spend
add-
them differently.
Yes.
What's the name? I've been using Enyo's, what's it called? Flaws and perks. Persona and flaws. One,
Alright.
she's bold. Two, she's fucking reckless.
All right, I'll give you inspiration for that. Sure.
Yeah.
The street
Sweet.
thugs naturally do shit for initiative because, of course, they do.
Initiative is
Let's
just plus
see.
your
It is
reflexes,
plus
right?
your reflexes, yes.
It's what?
Ooh.
Plus your reflexes.
Alright.
Yes!
Nope.
Such a swift puppy.
Fire again!
Speed puppers.
The swiftest pups.
All right. Let's skip. And indeedly doodly, Serena. You
Woohoo!
are the first one to sense that shit's about to go down. What do?
Yep. I leap onto Enyo's back, and for leverage, just one arm around the waist, the other is holding up Cunt Destroyer.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'll blap Meanie Samurai.
All right, sounds good.
All right, Cunt Destroyer, we got this. We got this in. I'm sure it's fine. Pew! God damn it.
Oh, snap!
Oh, is
Crit
there a
as
crit
well.
roll for damage on this?
So roll an extra d6 for your crit.
Yay!
Okay. You do a not too bad amount of damage. You find that she does have a shield generator though, and your bolt erupts into a cloud of flames around it, and she snarls at you. Well, that's
Hey,
just rude.
I can't see a shield amount on Enyo.
She has one.
The
I
blue
have
bar
it
might
on
not
me.
be visible.
There you go. That should do it.
Yeah, I see the blue bar now. Sweet. Is a swift action? Can I tell Fenris to move up or?
Yeah, he can move whenever you want. He just can't attack without somebody telling him to do. So.
Sweet. I'll have him move up just to start disrupting people. Let's
All
get
right.
him in front of this street thug over here.
Hold on. I'll give you control over him. And you can.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right. Bark, bark, bark. All right, Poco. There has been a shot. Now, you being a biologically inclined synthetic, realize that these individuals are all organic in nature. That unlike your previous opponents, it would be totally possible to get in their head and start flaunting what you got, rather than just shooting their way out.
Well, I think that would be an excellent idea, but unfortunately, our rather well, she got offended when I said she had a corpulent booty. So let's say large posterior fuzzy companion and the even larger posterior armored companion are kind of in the way. So I think for the time being, I'm just going to wait until a pathway clears, and then maybe I'll see what I can do. So I'll pass my turn until Inyo comes up.
Alright, now you can move through those squares, and it's just going to count as difficult terrain because she's fucking huge. So you could get, like, behind cover over here.
I'm huge, bitch.
That is true,
Huge.
but she is also armored, and I'm a very tiny Khoitan.
Fair enough. Get the protection of Enyo's armored booty. Fair dues.
Yes.
Alright. The Throgan just rolls her shoulders and looks at Serena and says, "Well, I like you. You at least got some moxie. How about it, sweet tits? What do you say you get off there and we have a little bit of fun?" And she's going to make a tease attack. Do.
Sweet.
Which is, let's see, does she have a sexiness bonus? Doesn't look like it.
She has a sexiness bonus against actual SCO, but you know.
Alright. I'm guessing an 8 isn't going to hit your will defense.
I inform her that we can have absolute fun if she's ready to bend over and receive a fluffy fist at the butthole.
That only seems to make her that much more eager. So Squigs, shit's going down. There's been a gunshot and some lewdness.
Many gunshots, many lewdness, and many enemies to potentially shoot.
Yes.
I wonder if it would be feasible to just jump down and make a break for it with Mr. Sada. But I probably couldn't carry him.
So he's not hurt per se. He can move on his own powers. So you could just like get him up and guide him somewhere.
So wish there was grenades right now.
You are much too poor to own a grenade.
I mean, my codex is bricked. It's kind of like a Galaxy Note if you want to throw it at them and see if it bursts into flames.
I already did the shield generator tactic. I just start buying shield generators and use them as grenades.
Huh? That's the thing.
Getting less at that.
Alright, but in the meantime, if you want to take a shot at somebody, you would have sneak attack on this hombre, since Fenris is up in his ship.
There are so many. I'm gonna kind of sneak around to right here
Okay.
and see how this plays out a little bit.
Okay. Would you like to ready an action, or like poker, are you just going to pass?
I'll ready an action to shoot if it looks. Can I like say ready an action to shoot if it looks like everybody's just gonna go to shit and start shooting?
All right, your
Oh, you-
action immediately
We're in
kicks off.
combat.
Oh wait, everybody is shooting? I thought they were still like
I mean,
stepping
well-
forward and making sexual advantages.
So some people are. Serena has shot somebody, and somebody has made a tease attack. Considering they both types of attacks go to the same damage pool, it can very easily be a mix of both. But if you want to just wait until like the next person shoots and then you'll take a shot, that's fine.
Yeah, because as far as I've known, there's only been like one shot, and it's come from us.
Okay.
Okay. Take your action because I'm shooting.
Okay, never mind. I will shoot. I will shoot. Does the thug pony have a gun?
Let's see. So all of the thugs are wearing like bits of like leather vest and metal plates. The thug pony is completely naked, except for a shoulder holster which has what looks like a desert eagle in it, and then a short sword sheathed on his hip. So yeah, he has a gun. It's not in his hand yet.
Guess I try to deal with whatever the party's focused on. So
You get bonuses if you shoot the one in front of Fenris.
Yeah, that'll proc your sneak attack.
well, I'm still stealth anyway, so anything gets a sneak
That's
attack.
true. That's true. No one has noticed you.
Yeah, let's deal with the street bug pony because I feel like he'll be the biggest threat.
All right, cool.
Still not the street samurai with the laser baseball bat. Okay.
It's a laser baseball bat. The baseball bat.
All
Isn't
right.
that like just basically a hard light baseball bat?
Yes. Squigs, you will have advantage on your attack roll, and you will get a bonus 1d6 to damage.
All right.
Go ahead. Solid.
First one was good. It is. It's 2d6.
Plus whatever your reflexes is. Yep. Okay, you take a shot at him, and you all see like bits of chitin blast off of his hide, and he rears back up in pain, almost falls over, as you score a nasty hit with your pistol. And Enyo, now it's your turn.
Well, that could look sexy once healed properly.
Oh yeah, that'll be a sexy scar.
Oh yeah, that's a good shit. Not this cunt here. She's in my way. So let's see if I can hit her. By the way, what does inspiration do? Is it like actual inspiration?
Yeah, it's just like normal 5e inspiration. You can give yourself advantage on a roll. You need to use it before you take the roll, though.
Okay, I'm using it now. I'm gonna see if I can hit her in the head.
Sounds good.
Laser, pew pew, pew pew pew, and
Pew,
shit.
pew, pew.
Oh no, it's a 4. Okay.
Nice. That is a solid hit. Her reflexes
Laser
cannot
eye.
save her from that.
You give her corrective lenses vision.
Yeah, really. All right.
Kabonk.
Kabonk. You blast through her shields, and she staggers back when the concussive force blasts back to her. So they are down. She's a little bit winded from the eruption, and it looks like she's ready to party now. And it's the thugs' turns. So these two guys are going to pile in around Fenris because they don't like the look of giant robot Death Dog up in their shit. Let's see. I think, yeah, that's going to hit Fenris. The first one will. So his shields take a nasty bonk from a sword. Let's see. The street thug pony sees Squiggles up there, thinks about pulling his gun out and returning fire, then sees Enyo and has a better idea. He is going to sashay up as sexually as he can, though he's got a little bit of a limp in one of his mid legs from the laser shot. And he is going to try and entice you over to their side. That it'd be so much easier if you just helped them instead of these pathetic little bipeds.
Seriously? Trying to proposition us for sex in the middle of the street, in the middle of space boonies, after shaking down somebody,
riding on Enyo.
looking like you came out of a Mad Max film. I mean, come on.
He'll happily take both of you at once. Does a 12 hit your will defense, Enyo?
It will.
Alright. Cool, you take 6 points of resolve damage. Has nothing to do with your shields, right to your green bar. If you have any, what's it called, focus, which is something your gear might be giving you, you can use that as damage reduction.
I have.
Alright, so take 6 minus your focus and resolve damage. And we have 2 more thugs are actually going to shoot at Squiggles, because...
Wait.
Oh, shit.
3. Once I hit.
One's a hit.
Yep, one's a hit. Alright, and unfortunately you have no shield, so this also goes right to your resolve. You take 7 piercing damage from a bullet that just goes right through your jiggly jello body and takes much of you with it. Pew! Alright, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of the thugs. So we're back at the top.
Don't you have any armor?
Yeah, if you have any armor on, you can use that as damage reduction versus physical attacks.
It's only +1 defense.
Hey, 1 extra resolve might be the difference.
Oops.
Did you set it to 1 damage instead of...
I accidentally put +6. So -6.
Yeah, alright. So you can take 0 more attacks from these guys, but... Hey, you're way up there. Serena. You just saw Squigs get a chunk blown out of him. And Enyo's looking just a little bit hot under the collar after Thug Pony there's splashing his reptile dick.
Since she's looking a little bit hot under the collar, I will instead, I've still got one hand around her waist. I'll go up for a good old-fashioned grope, and then I will look over at that street Sam and go, "It's not the worst idea, but we don't have to be on anyone's side. Just let this end in a fun way before things go really ugly."
That sounds like a tease attack.
It does indeed. I'm gonna jiggle those voluptuous boobages.
Alright, it's going to be 1d20 plus your presence plus your proficiency, since you are indeed proficient in your own tits. Well...
you know what? I'm gonna buy in an extra d6 on the attack itself, because I'm on Enyo.
Good choice! Yeah, use them bonds.
Yes!
That will indeed exceed her will defense. So she will take 8 resolve as she starts to think, make love, not war. Especially to a extraordinarily buxom Huskar.
Who admittedly started this cell situation by climbing onto the attractive war steed and then shouting, "Take that," and then fired a gun named Cunt Destroyer.
That only makes it hotter for a Thragan.
I feel like that's got to work for a Thragan in some fashion.
Alright, Poco. There have been gunshots, there have been dick wagglings. What would you like to do?
Oh, I was kind of hoping our turret companion would have moved out of the way, but I guess I'll have to sort of squeeze past here. Oh my, a Thragan. That's new. I don't think I have any biological material from you.
She looks over at you in confusion. That will be beneath her will defense. She resists. She's more confused than anything else by this science talk.
I think I need to upgrade my dirty talk subroutine.
The street Sam just grins at you and says, "Yeah, just hold that thought, weird little robot." And then she thrusts out her chest at Serena, which you notice is also quite prodigious. In fact, so much so that the front of her leather jacket just pops open, revealing a valley of bare cleavage. And she will return the favor. This time, however, it's going to be at Enyo, since focus fire is a thing. You are free to take resolve damage voluntarily, though, from Sectionist Overload.
No, real Sko does though.
No,
Uh,
if it's aimed at,
it's aimed at
if
you.
it's aimed at, no, that won't hit.
All right, cool.
That's
So,
it.
not a success.
I'll say yes. If you weren't green, like literally what I threw up this morning, then maybe we could have worked something out.
Oh, that's just racist.
That's just yeah. Even Serena's like, come on.
All right, and just for that, she's gonna hop behind this mailbox and grab some cover so people stop shooting her.
Wait, by the way, did I have any cover up on the building?
You did, but it would not have been enough to matter.
Okay, that was a 20.
Yeah, it was a 20. So that's her
I don't
turn.
like the color green.
I mean, I can understand
Twigs.
that, but saying it to their face it's not cool.
What, do you want me to lie to them, Alex, instead?
Hey, if you don't have anything nice to say, then say it with bullets instead.
I am. What do you think I'm shooting her for?
Well, you also said nasty person words.
All
Well,
right.
she told me to scram first, so...
That's true, but that scram isn't racist. Anyway.
Squigs is leaking out while they're doing it.
How is it racist? It's like...
So they're arguing racism. Squigs, you're leaking Galocian fluid all over yourself, trying to
Yeah.
seal this wound with your regeneration powers.
That's like at least 3 blowjobs worth of semen to fix that.
All right.
Okay. So, is there anything I can do to get extra cover bonus up here?
You could drop prone, but I believe that will give you disadvantage on your own attacks. So, up to you. Let me.
Could I attack? Can I make the tease attack and then drop prone?
You absolutely could.
Well,
All right. So who's the guy who shot me?
The guy who shot you is Kitty Furry here.
All right. So thank God for Josh's trap face, but
Focus fire. For fuck's sake.
Shh. Let it happen, Scout.
I know. You even used the phrase focus fire before, like, focus fire's a thing, so I'm gonna do this.
Yep.
Squigs is going to make a tease attack by when he gets shot, he's going to reel back, and he's going to pretend like that knocked over his open vest, and suddenly boobs will pop out
Oh my.
because Galician body. And tease attack, doing now.
so,
Solid.
you're doing it. You're doing a matrix, like the fall back, so that when being shot by the
Oh yeah, no,
agent.
Squigs is completely hamming this up.
Oh yeah, so it's like jello. It just comes at your back and then thrusts forward back into a pair of tents. All right, yeah, you got this guy's attention. It's 1d4 plus your presence. Yep, that'll do it. That'll knock off half of his resolve. So he immediately goes like all weak need, and you see a great big tent form in his pants.
And then drop prone for cover.
All right, let me give you a little icon there so we all remember. Let's see. Yeah, that'll do.
No, use the dog style icon.
Enyo, it is your turn.
Okay, Get up. Step back. There we go. Okay, so I'm being powerful. What the fuck is the name of my species?
Lathan.
Lanan?
Lathan.
Lathan.
Not Lanon.
Lathan's
You
not-
are not a storm goddess. Yet.
Okay, I barrel past her, cracking stuff, stomping up there. It's like, sup, sweetie? I'm just gonna take the green thing there, and then we can start talking about the rest of these
Alright.
pets.
She's going to get a +2 cover bonus from the mailbox she's hiding behind, but that'll only bring her up to a 12 reflex defense, so I think you'll be good.
Okay, we'll see. That depends. The knoll is so low, so let's see how this goes.
Yeah, knowing this party. Oh, no. You got it. You just punch right through the mailbox. But your damage is
Punch
not the
hole.
best with a handgun, so...
It's a pistol, unfortunately. Haven't gotten any better, so.
yeah. Well,
Don't worry,
alright.
I'll deal with Mean Green.
She recoils and brushes off a bit of armor that just disintegrates from your shot and growls at you. Alright. Now things are getting serious. Alright, so the thugs see that
Screw you, hippie.
Squigs has dropped prone, so they got other shit to worry about. Let's see, the two who are next to
bros, fight me.
yeah, they got other shit to worry about. So Fenris hasn't attacked them yet, so I don't really care about him anymore. I think the two in the back are going to
Go in the pink.
I think they're going to take their shots at Squigs, since he's so injured. So these guys are going to take
Can they fucking
disadvantage.
even see him up there?
Oh, they can see a little bit of goo poking out. It's not much. So they're each going to... Does a 12 beat your reflex plus
Wow.
2, Squigs? Oh shit, son. You get hit and you go down. So, Squigs, you're lying prone, and one of the thugs takes real careful aim with his Desert Eagle. Takes a shot, and it just punches through the top of the building, blasting brick and concrete in your face. And it just gets in your eye, and you can't see, and you just roll over onto your back, pretty much dazed and out of the fight. So,
How much? He said 0, right? Because he still has armor on that.
yes, Squigs is at 0 health, or resolve. Which means he becomes broken.
How much damage did it do? I still had 6 points of HP.
He does 7 points of damage with his pistol.
Oh.
So the broken condition, let me scroll here. Whoop. The broken condition is when you have 0 resolve, you can't take actions. You can still move at half your speed because you're not actually really physically hurt that much. Your will to fight has just been taken out. So you can use this opportunity to scramble out of the way. And you'll be able to start recovering some resolve in a couple hours if no one has any healing abilities.
If a stim is thrown up at him, is he able to use it while he's broken, or does one have to?
He cannot use it. That is use an item action.
Okay.
So someone will have to actually climb up there and get Squigs. Luckily, you're in a position to do that, Serena, from on tar booty.
True, but I could also take an enemy out of the fight.
True. Speaking of enemies, the other two thugs are going to waggle their dicks at Enyo and see if they can make any progress on that note. And by other two, I mean the two next to Fenris. Since again, Fenris hasn't attacked, so they are not sure what to make of him. I'm thinking an 18 is going to get through your...
Yep.
Let's see, and T's damage is... Let's see... you're going to take 5 points of resolve damage from the lust.
Right. So I took 2 damage. I still have 15 left.
Alright. What armor are you wearing, out of curiosity?
I'm wearing the. What's the armor? Let's see. There's some
Edge armor,
some
yeah.
defense.
Focus plus 3. Alright,
Focus.
cool. That is some good shit right there. Alright, so let's see. And then, yeah, Thug Pony is also going to make a tease attack against you, because, he wants to get on some of that sweet, sweet tar pussy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he knows just what you want. And so you're going to take...
It really does.
Yeah, so he's done 2 max damage tease attacks against you so far. So you are getting way hot under the collar. Like,
Wait,
it's might be time for an early heat season.
did anybody else see Saban's damage roll against me? Because I never saw that.
They just do default damage.
Yeah, so enemies don't roll for damage, they just do flat amounts. That speeds up combat a bunch.
Ouch. Okay,
Yeah.
that's why. I was confused over that.
No worries. So that's a
It's
street
easy for you
thugs.
to be confused, so it's okay.
Alright. I'm going to finish off this dragon with a real show. I will not just bounce those lovely, lovely bosoms, but I will part my clothing a little bit and show off that delightful, relatively fucking very wet, actually. Forgot she's a doggo person. Pussy, and see what she thinks
Oh
of
my.
that.
Well,
And you know what?
let's
I'll add that extra d6 of just damage. Make sure to really finish her off.
Yeah, alright. Sweet. You overlust her. So, she is breathing hard now, and so she just slumps against one of the cars and starts fiddling with her, leather pants, and you see a pretty hefty bulge forming under there. Because, of course.
Of course. I just, I'll slide off and you go, damn, I'm good.
Yep. Alright, so there is a plug for your hole on offer now. So, Poco, you're up.
Oh my. I'll go through here, make sure that Mr. Sada is okay.
Alright. He might have a broken snoot, but he's alright, he's alive.
Okay. And then I'll yell up to Squigs. Squigs, if you get down here, I might be able to treat you, but I don't think I can lift myself up on top. And then I guess I'll turn my attentions to the street thugs. Oh, a Meloden. I don't think I've seen you. What planet are you from?
He growls and says, I'm a Vesperian native, alien robot.
Oh, wonderful. I would love to get your biological sample.
What? And so, yeah, when you start jiggling breasts and over heavy balls, he's like, oh. Alright then.
Man of many words.
Okay then.
He will saunter on over and drop trow for you, Poco.
Ah, wonderful.
You notice that this fellow has not one, but 2 naughty kitty cocks tucked away under his pants, both of which are heavily pierced.
Oh, wonderful. I'll throw my tail up, back up, and have him insert into both plugs.
Slot A, slot B.
Alright. The sound of wet flesh on flesh starts echoing amidst the gunfire, and the beginning to be overwhelming scent of Lathan arousal as these two go at it. The street samurai is out of the fight. She is too busy, fishing out a bottle of lube for when Serena comes over. So, Squigs.
Is there anything I could do with the not valor, forgetting the term for it, champion points?
Inspiration?
Inspiration. Thank you. There.
You can give yourself or anybody else advantage on a roll. And that's what that does. Now, that said, since you can still move while you're broken, you could just roll your Goloshan ass off the roof here, and Poco can heal
Well,
you
I mean,
next
how
turn.
good is Poco at multitasking?
She's a robot.
Squigs will gracefully fall flat first onto the pavement.
So Squig splatters all over the pavement, just congeals back up into Squigs.
And he'll just go, Poco, Poco, please.
Oh, hello. Yes, I'll be with you in just a second.
Squigs, this is like repeating that on the floor.
Alright, Enyo. The orc bitch is down, a couple of thugs are still up, and there's a thug pony who is making googly eyes at you.
Why do I even have eyes? I'm made of goo.
Okay, let's see. Like, which one of these fuckers have been shooting? Like, these two fuckers?
They've never shot anybody. They beat on Fenris with their, stun swords, but otherwise they just tease attacked people.
That fucker was a gunner.
Yeah, that guy in the back had a gun, and he blew a chunk out of Squiggles.
Twice.
Let's see if I...
Only once. It was the Milotin guy was the other one.
Wait, do I get advantage on any one of these fuckers because they're adjacent, or...
No. They just get disadvantage to attack you with ranged weapons.
They were helicopter decking, weren't they?
Okay. Well then, I'll try to blow a hole through... Well, I'll try to give in septum piercing to this guy, so by a laser.
Okay.
Let's see if I
Erotic
can hit to
beeping.
begin with.
Oh shit, son!
Right through the septum. Thank goodness you weren't giving him a Prince Albert.
Okay.
Shit rolls galore.
Absolutely shit rolls. You don't even do half of his health. But he does stagger back, and Fenris takes the opportunity to, bite off a chunk of this bony carapace. And it is the thug's turn, so, yeah, they're going to start waggling their dicks at you again, because that seems to be working for them so far. Let's see.
You know you love it, you slag.
Yeah, what works, works.
It would have 1 hit, 2 hit. It
Alright.
would have been nice if I could have done some fucking damage to it, like 2 6 would be great.
Yeah.
So 2 damage.
Yep. And now the thug pony is going to waggle his now pheromone-drenched cock in your general direction. Oh yeah. Let's see if we can roll max damage again. Close.
God damn it. I'm running down here.
The tank is overheating.
Tank is overheating.
Oh no.
Alright, Serena, it's your turn.
Oh god. I would like Fenris to bite a dude, but I need to deal with Thug Pony before we lose and then yo.
Oh, sure. I'm fine.
Hey, you're
I'll
next to a
listen
Poco. You'll be okay. You know what? I'm going to continue to make it look like I'm gonna make this dragon's all of her dreams come true. I'm going to do that cool person saunter to walk and also shoot at Thug Pony as I go.
Alright, hot. Cool. You do indeed shoot at Thug Pony. You blast a hole out of the Chinese shop next door. You hear a lot of screaming.
Damn it.
Poco.
Regardless, I do head this way. Does he actually get to swing at me and stuff on my way over to...
No, he does not, because you remain within his threat reach. So Poco, you are being filled from both holes, and you have a pile of goo quivering next to you.
Well, I'm going to wrap my tail around his back to steady myself as I lean at a 90-degree angle. I can start operating on Squigs, and then I'm going to use my medical kit to try to patch him up as best I can.
Okay. If you have
And I think I'll use inspiration on this also.
Alright, so your medical kit... Let me see. Do you have a stim pack in your inventory? I think that's part of the starting gear. Because that'll just get him back on his fight, like in the into the fight right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I guess I'll just use the stim pack on him.
Alrighty. So let's see. How much healing does that do? Let's see. 1d10 plus your intelligence. Yeah, it is fortified comp puree.
So 8.
No, you did B1.
Yeah, I typed that up for the advantage thing. So 8 damage.
Or 8 healing, but yeah. Alright, Squigs, Poco injects you with some preserved cum, and you start mending yourself.
Squigs will hop back onto his feet and go, "Holy shit! I need to get rid of these things like as soon as possible."
Okay, and Squigs, it is your turn.
All right, this was the wise guy, right?
Yeah.
Squigs is gonna kind of angrily glare
Yeah,
at him.
don't focus. Don't focus fire.
He hasn't done it yet. He still won't.
It's fine. Everything's
We'll
fine.
be okay. Everything will be fine.
Squigs is a petty motherfucker.
Alright. He does have cover from the giant pony, so if you want to move a couple meters, you could like get up here.
Does he have vision cover?
Hmm?
Does he have kite cover from T's attacks?
Oh no. There's no cover from T's attacks.
Because what Squigs is gonna do is point at him, kind of point in his mouth, and make his lips super plush.
Oh my. Alright, let's have a tease attack up in here. Lewd.
So lewd.
Wait,
Judging by his face, he doesn't look like the kind who'd be into anything sexual ever at all, ever. Turns out plump lips are his fetish.
So, where are you getting the +9 for, out of curiosity? Because it's...
Profession, sexiness, and presence. The armor I bought just gives me a flat-out +4 to sexiness.
Okay, then.
And presence is my highest stat.
Fair dues. Yep,
And then
add with the nose, Hedra.
Profession plus presence and plus 1d4. So,
Yep.
minimum.
Still, that's almost half of what he can take. So, yeah, you see a tent forming as he realizes Goo Boy might be good for more than just target practice. Enyo.
repeat it.
Shoenyo. She's in heat.
Alright, sounds good.
The booty.
I can't hit him because he's in color.
But yeah, you can hit the injured guy here, no problem.
Wait, didn't Fendish from bite him?
No, Fenris hasn't bitten anybody this combat.
Defense. Reflex.
So why hasn't?
I've
Or
been
Serena
busy
one.
doing other things. I have to use a standard action to command him. I don't have the feat for that yet until I level.
Okay, no, might as well try to shoot assassin. Let's see if I can hit. Oh, that's a miss.
You cannot hit. Pew! Some spark shower from somewhere behind him as your shot goes wide. And the thugs will return the favor. There's going to be 3 tease attacks going at Enyo once again, because Yeah, it seems to be working all right. 1, 2.
Oh, yeah, no.
So you can't reduce damage beneath 1 with your normal defenses, so you'll take 1 damage from the first and then, 1 damage from the second as well? Slowly poking away. And then the Thug Pony. Let's see if he can continue his string of successes. Oh, no. He sees Serena there, and suddenly his attention starts wavering.
So can we start thinking the rest of them out instead of me just doing it? Come on.
And the last thug back
please.
here with a gun is going to hop, skip into cover. And let's see. I think he's going to shoot at Squigs. Well, Squigs has shitloads of cover. I guess I'll just make a tease attack on Enyo, too. Just continuing to try and entice you into a giant Bukake gangbang.
So let's see. Through that car, this side.
Yeah, you can still see him.
The wall.
As long as you can see him, they can make tease attacks. You could even make tease attacks through the internet. But, unfortunately, you're just not even looking in his direction at the moment, so he's just waggling his dick around. And at this...
some old Chinese lady looking out the window.
She gets the vapors and swoons.
Yeah. Also, all of you can hear hoof falls coming down the street from this direction by now. Looks like there are several Tart creatures coming your way. But that's the thug's turn, so Serena.
Cool. I will ask Fenrir to get to biting this asshole over here. And I'm gonna climb onto Thragon.
Aw.
You know, actually, before I climb onto her, I will press up against her face and tell her to get me started.
Okay. Well, she understands that to the victor go the spoils, so she'll do what you want. Cover behind me, tiny gelatin friend. God, I love Poco.
Yep.
This is the best. And you make the best characters. Speaking of which, Poco, it's your turn.
Well, I know that the Lathans there are a little concerned with one another at the moment, but there is a thug, and I don't recognize what race this fellow is. So if I can see him past the pony, I would like to try to encourage him to utilize my front port, which is currently unoccupied.
Well, that's a fair offer. All right. You're definitely making sense, but he's torn between the easy offer of your plump black lips or the plump black lips behind Enyo. So he's not quite there yet, but damn close. Squigs.
Squigs raises a brow, noticing the street thug decided to not only back away, but tease somebody else. So he'll put his hand back on his chest and flump out huge goo boobs again, making another tease attack.
All right, now you're talking his language. Let's see, will that work? Yep, that'll pass his will defense.
And max damage.
Oh shit, yep. Alright. Bloop.
Squigs is just like pointing to the spot beside him, saying, "Come over here."
Yep. Alright, so there's just gonna be an orgy in front of the shop. There's really no way around it at this point. So yeah, he's gonna come over here and just plug into Squigs, and he and his double-dicked Mylodin friend just high-five as they start going to town.
Wait. Because Squigs is a petty motherfucker, can I knee him in the face when he thinks he's about to get some?
Yeah.
That's what Squigs will end up doing.
Alright, so you just knock him on his ass, and he blacks out. Ugh.
Motherfucker shot me in the boob.
It really does hurt.
Serena would know. So Enyo.
Question: do we get flanking if I go into melee with this fucker?
No.
Okay, I'll just shoot him again.
All right.
Fuck it. Let's see if I can hit.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah.
Now try not to roll
Suck
minimum
it.
damage, and you'll guaranteeably drop him.
We'll see.
All right, there you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Boom! He gets knocked out by your bullet. It just lodges itself in some bony chitinous bits, and he drops.
No, I finished my fucking septum piercing.
Ow.
Fuck his ass.
The street thugs look at that and look at you, kind of horrified, and yeah, I think the one thug is going to try and tease Squigs down. Does a 14 pass your will defense, Squigs?
It meets it.
All right, then it's a hit. You're going to take 5 points of resolve damage.
That way past it. Never mind. I was looking at my reflex.
All right, 5 points of damage, minimized by your focus, if you have any.
Do I have any focus? What would focus be?
It's from your armor.
Okay, then yeah. Not
Okay.
much. It exists, but it's not much.
Rip.
But I'm still fine.
Okay. Yeah, you could almost take another one of those. And then the Thug Pony, seeing Serena now occupied. Oh, alright. Attentions are now returning fully onto Enyo. But unfortunately. Enyo is managing
Just
to
tell him
hold out.
to the very end, hold fast. Gun
Alright.
tank is struggling and has heating problems, but is still standing.
So you're both really low on resolve. Like, a couple of tease attacks could drop either of you at this point. So we'll see. But Serena, would you like to do anything? You could command Fenris while you're busy riding.
Bite for the love of snaggle plus bite.
Alright. There we go. Good Fenris. He rips this guy's, like, the back of his leg off. He screams and squirts blood everywhere, which normally would kill the mood, but the Thragon's just like, oh yeah, no jam.
That's what again. That's like, fuck yeah. That's just icing on the cake, man.
Yep. Alright.
Oh,
Serena
man,
is
those
probably
are the
mildly
guys.
horrified. Poco. It's your turn. There are 2 enemies left standing.
Well, I think I have plenty of biological samples for humans. But there is that pony, and I only had the samples from Inyo earlier, so I could certainly utilize some additional ones. Mr. Pony, I don't suppose you'd like to rail my face for a moment?
Make a tease attack.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. Boop. So this is going to be real unfortunate for those 2 guys behind you. Mr. Seda scrambles out of the way just in time as this guy swings around, rears up, plants his 2 front legs on either of these 2 dudes' shoulders behind you, and just rams forward into your mouth.
On this guy only because this one was passed out from the knee to the face, remember?
Yeah, it's true. I guess he'll put his other foot on Squig's head. Bloop.
Squigs is going to let himself be squished and leak out.
In his proper place as a fuckboy, getting squished by giant strong people. Alright.
Fucking late then.
Poor Squigs. It is not his day.
I think this last guy's just gonna leave unless anyone wants to stop him. Just be
I'm
like,
gonna because this. You know the scene when Centaura is in her armor and it's just steam popping and shooting out of it?
yeah, I get you.
That's like, it's like, Now I'm gonna shoot him down. I was like, God damn it. Waving dicks around all the time. It's like, God damn it.
Alright.
Trying to just have a proper, normal day without any stupid bipedal in his tiny ass little doohickey. Just opens up like an emergency exhaust port on their armors and just steam vent out of it. It's like, God damn, it's like, it goes over there and starts massaging Nathan Pony's balls
Ooh.
and butt cheek.
Well, this has turned down to a straight up orgy
Yep. Alright.
of both blood and semen.
Yeah,
We win!
So I just felt, but
So-
just come on, now, fuck her face, come on, just ram it in it. You know you want to. Grab
So-
a hold of it and slut and fuck her.
Oh man, yeah. Hearing you cheer him on just puts this Lathan into overdrive. But
So-
unfortunately,
Yeah,
That's
that's
over
what
nay.
Squigs is gonna kind of bounce over, still with boobs and plush lips, to Sada and go, "Hi, Mr. Sada. I'm Silver. We need to go." And he's going to grab him by the wrist and start walking away.
alright, where do you walk? Because you're in front of his shop.
They are walking down this way.
Alright, so you're just going into the alley. Okay. You guys get away just in time as a pair of extraordinarily buxom elktars, or no, meestars, trot down the street blowing whistles. And you can see that they're clad up in very tight-fitting red Mountie uniforms with their cute little hats on
Goddamn
and
the
great
chicks.
big antlers sticking out on either side. And they clop up and just start yelling at everybody to stop, but it doesn't stop until Poco gets filled in 3 orifices and Serena is leaking Throggin seed. And you're pretty sure Fenris has bitten off something from somebody because he looks really damn satisfied with himself. He's just sitting in the middle of this crosswalk wagging his tail. Bark, bark. Alright. So,
Good doggy.
good dog. So, about an hour later, once the thugs have been put in their place by the Mounties, unfortunately, because you all engaged in public indecency, you're all going to be fined 100 credits by the Mounties.
I'm gonna try
all
and
of
talk
us?
my way out of it
Individually, yes.
with my special talent being aborkable.
Alright.
It is my persona to be adorable and doggo-like, and I will go full, wounded puppy, and it's like, but they started it, and then we sort of found the best way to deal with the situation. We're only visitors. We just thought this was a custom.
Alright, give me a presence roll with advantage.
Motherfuck!
Alright, they tell you that you're lucky they aren't arresting you, but considering the amount of property damage that's been done, nobody knows where Mr. Seda is, and he's a pillar of the community, and there's just bodily fluids everywhere. No, you're gonna have to pay a fine.
And that Lathan over there is just constantly whistling.
Yeah, they don't know why, but at some point one of them offers you her canteen of water. It's like, are you okay, miss?
I just open up the visor there and she's just steam, it's Studio Ghibli steam coming out. I'm okay.
Alright, so she catches one whiff of that and just immediately flushes red and bites her lower lip. Oh my.
Just chugs the water. I'm okay. I stood my ground. I did what I did. It didn't get me down.
Yes, I can see that. Maybe we should take you back to the station for a medical exam. You know, for wellness, to make sure you're okay.
Oh no,
Is that
But you
Canadian?
got
as a licensed
It's-
medical droid, I can confirm that she is, although somewhat flushed and possibly entering the early stages of heat, she is quite healthy.
The Mountie looks suitably disappointed by this news, but she quickly recovers herself and gives a firm nod. So the question comes up: do all of you have 100 credits to give?
I don't. I was actually going to say, is it possible for me to, borrow a little bit of that Street Sam's money, seeing as she was so lovely? Victor and spoils, etc.
All right. I'll let you make a presence roll.
God damn it! Now that the boning is over, I've gone back to being useless. I'm just too. I'm like all afterglowy when I'm like, maybe I can steal some of her money.
So the Street Sam says she'll pay for you and you alone, but only if you'll come to a bar with her tonight for some get to know each other time. Eyebrow waggle.
Well, I don't have 100 credits, so I guess I accept her offer.
Wait, no, don't you try it. You're my squishy thing.
You're my thing of squishy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will pat the Street Sam and say,
You're not my therapeutic squish ball like what's it called, Squiggles is. You're more like that cuddly thing that you
Yeah.
cuddle just because it's nice.
Yeah.
Like a wife pillow but alive.
yeah,
Some-
alright.
Somewhere on some street corner, while Squigs is giving Mr. Sato a blowjob, he will sneeze.
All
Oh no,
right.
don't sneeze while giving up. It's terrible.
All right. So the poor, beat up, middle-aged Koitan, while initially having a really terrible day, is suddenly getting a trap blowjob. So he's give a little, get a little.
Doesn't look like a trap right now. Still plush lips and boobs.
Well,
I
all
need to
right,
get-
even better.
I need to get my HP back. So what is my fuckboy bonus roll for how many blowjobs I can get?
Okay, hold on. Let me. You're a smuggler, right?
Right.
Let me pop down to your
Smuggling
class. Let's see. Okay. So when you spend an hour at least engaging in some restful recovering activity, such as sex, you can recover all of your resolves. So if you and Mr. Seda have a long, drawn-out blowy session, just empty those balls. You can get your resolve back.
All right.
It's up to full. Boop.
One of the other reasons why Squigs decided to walk away with the Kutai.
All right. Well, unfortunately, the rest of the party can't pay their fine, and Mr. Seda is not there to show his appreciation for you guys as he does in the adventure as written. So I guess y'all are going down to the pound for the night.
I got paid for Sarina and me.
All right. Poor thug
Sweet.
pony.
I've got 30 of those credits at the very least.
I get 200 on me, so
All right.
Cool.
So the two of you are bought off, and nobody gives a shit about Fenris because he's a robot. So
Because he's a good boy.
Because Fenris is a good boy. And only
the
does what he's
three of you
commanded him.
skulk off.
I
The Street Sam
Coco.
just straight up gets arrested. So she waves to Serena and says that she'll be out by tonight if you change your mind. And as Serena is being carted off by Enyo, you feel a slap upon your jiggly ass, and when you look back, there is a little piece of paper tucked into your belt.
There's nothing.
Oh yeah.
Got you a Street Sam's number.
I was about to make a joke about how nothing is a better pickup than having a near-death battle in the streets, but then I remembered the race.
Yeah,
Yep.
So
that
that's
is
actually true.
indeed their
Yeah, no.
mating ritual.
This is her fetish right now.
Yep.
I know. Do you know how fun it was to like sit down with Shane and like figure that shit out? It was hilarious.
I love frogging. Alright, so
Yeah.
they get
Best
carted off.
race.
So, Poco, you are left alone by your friends. Do you have 100 credits to pay for your bail?
Wait, they didn't charge Fenris drone, and Poco is technically an AI.
Poco is an artificial intelligence, an AI. Fenris is a VI, a virtual intelligence. He
Okay,
can't
so-
do anything but what he's told.
He's a good
Poco, however, has free will to an extent.
Oh, well, yes, I do. I would just need to access it. But I wonder, are you native to this world? I don't think I've encountered any species like yours before.
They giggle at the naive question and explain that, yes, they're natives, and they're just regular old humans who've taken Tarico, the government-approved modification that most people from Vesperia take that turns them into big, strong, beautiful tars.
Government approved? I'm
Yes.
sorry, you mispronounced government mandated.
This ain't
No,
you,
no,
Texas
it's
boy.
subsidized by the government. It's not forced upon anybody. It's not the treatment.
I was more referring to the fact that everybody would want it, but
Well,
we can go there too.
I mean,
DCL.
hi, Sylvie.
DCL, it's like free universal health care. Like,
Welcome to
no,
Canada.
it's not forced.
You gotta remember that I'm
it's
American.
not forced upon people. Remember, it's not forced upon people. They can just get it whenever they want.
You gotta
Exactly.
remember I'm American. This concept is completely alien to me.
They have
Why
to
do you
force
think
you to
it's
do
on
it
an
like in
alien
Texas,
planet?
right?
Hey, man, if you don't sign up for free health for your affordable care in America, you get fined by the government. True story.
Oh my
Fuck.
Yep.
Ah, God, your
So
country's
either
fucking
way, I still have
stupider
to
than
pay
mine
out the
still.
ass for healthcare.
Yeah, you can't not have healthcare, which costs
Man,
you money.
fuck this country. I need to move.
Lol. Anyway, so so Poco, what
Oh,
what
so is that a genetic modifying supplement?
Yes, they explain that it is a transformative, much like any other.
Oh, wonderful. I would love to have the opportunity to get a sample. I don't suppose you two would be willing to provide me with genetic material. This is purely for science reasons, I assure you.
They give you curious looks. Poco, why don't you make a presence check? See if you can convince them to fork up that sweet, sweet pussy juice.
Okay, since I did not use my advantage earlier, I will use it now.
Fair dues. Good choice. Okay, yeah. As you explain the process involved, and they finally notice your swollen testicles and your great big tanuki dick, and say they saunter on up and rub all up on you, and say that if you want to just come with them down to the station while they're filling out the paperwork, you can get all the genetic material you need, and maybe pump them full of some. Wink.
Oh, wonderful.
All right, so party, you see Poco get dragged off to the Mountie station. Rest in peace, Poco. Getting to do some public service for the night. While that's going on and the thugs have all scampered off, the rest of the party regathers inside Mr. Sada's shop. And about half an hour later, Captain Steele pokes her head in and looks around. Is the shooting over?
Oh, absolutely.
Whew. Oh my god,
well,
Mr.
I mean-
Sada, your face! And she runs over to where he's gotten his face bashed in earlier, and he waves her off. No, it's quite all right. Just a scratch.
Oh, I can help with that. I do indeed have a medical kit, and in the absence of Poco, I'll bioscience his face.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
I don't have anything super special for it, but I do know how to use my stuff. Oh wait, no, I don't have the proficiency for the thing, although I've got the tool of the bioscience. What does that have for me in negatives?
So if you don't have a proficiency, you just don't get your proficiency bonus, so you can still roll int.
Darn.
Them rolls though.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, if it was a take 10, which it might well be, it's just 13. But I don't even know if that's good enough.
What was the total? Sorry.
13, if that was just me taking my time and doing it, which it might well be. But I don't even know if 13's good enough.
No. He's definitely got something broken in his little muzzle. So you wrap some bandages around it, but he's gonna have to go to the hospital at some point in the near future.
Okay, yeah, I'm informed of that. There's nothing I can do with this stuff. It's made for, like, stopping people from doing all the bleedy outy stuff, not fix broken bones. Sorry.
He'll nod and say that he'll get down to the hospital whenever you guys are finished. But you obviously came here for a reason, and he certainly owes you.
Oh yeah, that
some
reminds
of
me.
his time.
Squigs will reach into his chest and pull out the artifact.
Oh, what's this?
Still covered in Kuitan cum as well.
No, I have enough control that I can separate the protein from the magical artifacts.
All right. So he starts to open it, and then, like, just before he does, Fenris just, like, goes stock straight, and his eyes glow red for a moment, and then his mouth opens, and a holographic projection shoots out of Chara, your AI, who just waves her hands like, no, stop.
Yeah, I also do that. No, don't open it. One sec.
Squigs is not gonna let him open it.
Yeah. She'll explain very quickly that this thing sort of makes, like, virtual intelligences go fucking super bonko nutso. So if he would be, like, just patient enough to make sure that all the VIs in the vicinity are turned off, Fenris will need a temporary shutdown. But if not, then shit could get pretty bad.
I will not go quietly into that long night.
It's more like go quietly into that temporary night so that you don't betray Master, and that wouldn't make you a very good boy, would it?
But I am a good boy.
Exactly, so you'll do as you're told temporarily.
The conundrum of being science dog.
He bows his head. Mr. Sage just puts up a hand and says, that won't be necessary. I have a shielded room in the back for just this sort of thing. He waves around his shop, which is full of all sorts of obscure, strange electronics, so he has certainly a reason to have such a room.
Fair enough. If you're sure...
Oh, yes. Please, this way. He leads you back. He looks at Fenris for a moment, and then Captain Steele takes a leash out of her purse and just hooks it around Fenris's neck and ties it up to the door. This is completely unnecessary.
But it makes you an even better boy.
Just stay there, Fenris. Yes, ma'am.
Is there a faucet here or like a sink?
Yes, there is a bathroom you could go into. It is not tar compliant, so it's just going to be like your front two legs squirming into the bathroom.
No, just a regular, like, sink or faucet, like, where you can get water.
There's a water fountain outside.
Okay, fine. I just go to the bathroom, open or find the hand sink, get out the fucking hose, plug it in there, shove a hose down my mouth, and and crank up the cold water. Start drinking.
That's one way to get clean.
Glug, glug, glug.
One way to cool down. Plus, there's a lot of steam. There's a lot of water that's being, vaporized. It's a bit dehydrated.
Alright, so while Enyo's doing that and Fenris is being treated like an actual dog, the rest of you accompany Mr. Seda into the back room, where he seals you all in and opens the box. And inside is a crystal about 6 inches long and pure black, or at least it seems to be until Mr. Seda takes it over to a microscope and he projects the view onto a television here in the room. Whereupon you see that the crystal is full of some sort of what at first looks like a liquid, but as he zooms in further and further, you can begin to see that it's full of tiny little nanomachines buzzing around.
Damn you, Kojima!
Nanomachines, son. And Seda quirks an eyebrow and says, My. Some sort of terraforming technology mixed with microtechnology? Where did you get this?
On some abandoned mining colony.
Mining
wasn't
colony
meant to be abandoned
in
until, like,
Rush
recently.
Space 13, by any chance?
Why do you know that?
Well, he will. Let me pull open my little note document here. Alright. He will adjust the microscope for a moment and say, This looks like an Assyrian relic. You can see the crystalline pattern here. They themselves were a silicon-based life form, and much of their technology was crystal-based. But we've never seen their robotics before. They were rumored to be quite the masters, but their civilization died out thousands of years ago.
How is it that all the races with the best technology just happen to die out?
Well, there's actually a mathematical formula about that.
You know what? Shut up right there. I don't want to hear about it. Just tell us what this thing's about.
But it's really quite fascinating.
No,
Very well.
No.
Out of character. There actually is a mathematical formula about that, you see.
Oh my god. Be quiet, save it.
Oh.
What do you mean what was it, the civilization exploration before inevitable collapse?
Yeah, it was on Cosmos that one time, saying that there's a certain percentage chance that any given civilization will collapse before it's able to reach a certain technological level, and then the chance of them just nuking themselves to oblivion just keeps on going up.
So that's what's happening with America.
But there was also wasn't there also the mathematical formula, like once they reach a certain size where they are exceeding its planetary mass and its spaceworthy, the civilization is technically possible to collapse from, what was it? Not social structure, but
Social mass?
what was it social mass?
I don't remember. Well,
It was like, it was a biological function based on us.
Well, either way, Squiggles has told poor Mr. Seda to shut up, so he's not gonna nerd out on you. But he will say that, yeah, he recognizes the culture this is from and is surprised to see it intact. And so you say that this device takes over virtual intelligences.
Seems like it. From what we can tell, at least.
Very strange.
I really want to look at it a bunch, but like
really
just
been eager
finally
to-
like burst. Like I want to know the nerdy science stuff.
No, be quiet. Bad puppy. We're trying to figure out what to do with this thing. Now, we haven't exactly opened this thing due to the fact that it kind of makes everything around us go rogue, and we don't really want that in space.
I would imagine not.
So why do you think it doesn't just affect more than artificial intelligence?
Well, virtual intelligences are an order of magnitude more simple than modern artificial intelligence. An artificial intelligence, at least most high quality ones today, are based off of humanoid brain scans. They're as complex intellectually as you or I, perhaps more so.
Totally more so. And then Serena pauses again, like, I nearly nerded again. Oh, I don't want to talk about the robots. Just
But
sort of
something
step
like your
on the-
Fenris drone is incapable of the same sort of thought that an artificial intelligence is. Perhaps it's the complexity of the machine that makes it vulnerable or not to this nanomachine infection.
Yeah, that can make sense even to me.
Hmm.
Serena, I swear, do not make me pull out the spray bottle.
No! It's interesting science.
And we don't have time for it.
So, Captain Steele will, at this point, butt in and ask if there's any way that these machines can be controlled, that thus far they've just infected everything. And Seda will shake his head. No. Technology like this would have come with some sort of control mechanism. A controller, if you will, some sort of device that allows you to target, or not. But I don't see any here. Unless
You
you
hear that?
happen to be familiar with not only their language, but their coding language as well, then I'm afraid it would take years to figure out a way to control these machines.
I have
Squigs
lots
is
of
gonna-
samples of their languages and memory banks from their computers.
No, Serena, shut up. Quiet.
No,
You.
and it's probably worth like a bunch of money, Squigs. So,
No!
well, fine then. No one wants any money. I guess I'll just have to hang on to these exceptionally rare, old, ancient, unknown alien artifacts of information and data.
You
In
can
fact,
see
you
Mr.
will,
Seda
because
like drooling a little bit, and then Captain Steele just comes up and like backhands Squigs.
Squigs will backhand Steel back. No, we are not letting you have highly dangerous alien technology that you're going to try to militarize. I am not about that life.
But we can control it if we find the
Yes, and
mechanism.
every other evil military science guy in every movie ever. And look how that always turns out.
Yes, but that's fiction. This is the real world.
That's what we kind of noticed then. There's really. Have you noticed the galaxy, Squigs? People don't need like a way to control like VIs and stuff because war doesn't really happen the same anymore. We kind of don't need that. We don't at all need that. Like, you know, you can look at a ship across the other side of the galaxy and say, that's where I would like the big explosion to happen, and then it does. This is literally just science, Squigs.
Science that she's trying to militarize. But okay, what does Squigs know? We'll sell the super dangerous alien artifact, and when this goes back completely wrong, and we're stuck in the middle of the galaxy having to fix this situation, just remember, Squigs called it.
Fine.
Totally
Squigs
isn't
called
how
it.
Tainted Space starts or anything. It's fine.
Yeah. No.
Squigs. You just put one of our literal steaming armored glove hands on Squig's shoulders. You were the one that pissed off the VIAI artifact in the first place, remember?
Just stop pointing guns at stuff, jeez. Alright, so I will saunter over to Captain Steele and ask her to, do a little step aside with me for a second while we talk about this information.
Alright. She will happily do that.
Okay. So, I explained just how incredibly impossible it is to get more of this information since I, in the process of acquiring this information, totally, basically scrapped those machines getting them in at the same time. But, as a result, I totally have examples of code in their language, which can be used for this, and also stuff that's super old anywhere else, or just, encryption for stuff that's super old anywhere else, because no one knows what it means yet.
She will nod along, say that could definitely be worth quite a pretty penny, and having that information would vigorously jumpstart Max Corp's ability to control these nanomachines. But in the meantime, it wouldn't hurt to find the actual control box to see how these things are supposed to operate.
Very true. All right, so we'll keep the information as a little, we can use this as a little buggy piece. But I mean, I do want the world of science to be able to use this eventually. You understand, right?
She nods. Of course, of course. There's
Excellent.
nothing I want more than to get this back to my company's R&D department to start analyzing.
All right.
All right. So you have figured out what this is, thanks to Mr. Seda. He will eventually find a little computer chip and hand it to Serena, which contains a bunch of research that's already been assembled on the Assyrian culture. That
Sweet.
should give you
I will
some
ask if he's
insight.
got just like a spare codex for processing data. Mine got bricked in the process of going through all these computers.
Oh yeah, sure. He can. He'll replace that one for you free of charge.
Sweet. And I will also plug back in my recovered memory card of pornography just to make sure that's all still intact as well.
Oh yeah, and it immediately starts playing on the new codex because it's set to always open files of this type.
Yeah. I like it. I'm like, oh, it's a very high definition screen. Anyway, yes, I'll turn it off and swipe it away.
Captain Steele's just behind you, looking over his shoulder, blushing intensely.
Now, on the matter of pay,
Are you looking at Steele or Seda for that?
Steel.
Yeah, matter of pay. Tell you what, you get me back to my company safe and sound, and I will give you all a princely reward.
I don't like how conditions keep getting tacked onto this, but all right. That
I
should
don't
be the
like how
last
people
thing.
keep shooting at us.
Shooting at us, Squigs will say with the party. You always seem to be gone during the times action goes down.
Well, yeah, because your job is to get shot instead of me.
Well,
Yeah.
that's fair.
I pause again, Squigs. That was like line 1 on that contract you signed.
All I'm saying is don't mention that you're in the crossfires. But yeah,
Well-
we'll get you back to your company, and after that, we can part ways. You can do whatever you want with this.
What's your definition of a princess son?
She taps something on her codex and shows it to you, which is a large quantity of money that does not matter for the purposes of this test.
Fair.
Damn, bro. Any chance you got some pocket money to get me another shield right now?
Yes. Also, we should probably bail your friend out of jail.
Oh, she's not. She doesn't need. Back when she was walking with Taj, she was. I think she came to her own personal arrangement. Tail wag. She'll be back soon.
If you're sure.
Oh yeah, no, they seemed very interested in not finding her anymore.
Alright.
I will, however, send her as I guess a new codex message to Poco and be like, by the way, do you need bail money?
Poco, you need bail money. Otherwise, your dick is going to be the mounting pole for about 24 different moose tars tonight.
Does Poco need the money?
Will Poco survive? Does she have the ammunition?
Maybe.
Well, I think after the first 3, I probably have a sufficient number of samples, so yeah, I could probably use, a little bit of bail.
Yeah, I'll let Steele know that apparently her engagement might be a little bit too long otherwise, so yeah, bail would be nice.
Okay, so the party spends a couple of hours traveling through the city to find Poco, pull her and her naughty Koitandik out of a mountain, pay off her fine, and head back towards the shuttle depot.
Squigs will be conveniently missing during police conversations.
Yeah. Is Steele
Good,
able
good.
to reimburse Enyo because she paid for ours at the arrest?
Alright. Can you reimburse Enyo? Because...
What?
I asked Steele if she could reimburse Enyo because she paid for our bail already.
Oh, okay. She will sort of begrudgingly hand over the 200 credits.
Thank you.
Uh,
What about the pay for the shield?
You know, this contract didn't have expenses in it.
Well, I mean, consider it coming out of the lots of zeros later.
All right. She will eventually find you a well-loved shield generator at the market in town and get you your shields back.
I'll be sure to give it a turnover for Squigs and make sure that it's not completely fuckered.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Cool.
All right, another shield generator. Thankfully,
Hey.
I don't have to take any more strange foreign objects into holes that shouldn't be going into.
Yeah, and I mean, look on the bright side, Squigs. If a shield generator has survived long enough to look like this without breaking, that means there's a really good one.
I'll trust your logic on that.
It's really solid logic. If it was new and for sale and it was used, then you have to worry about it because you're like, how badly did this fail someone? And then you have to look for signs of blood, and you know what I mean.
So the party returns to the shuttle depot, heads back up to Vesperia Station, and
Whoa.
as the camera pans up, watching the shuttle blast off into space, it slowly pans back down to Mr. Sada's shop, where you can see Fenris drone still leashed to the front door,
No.
just watching, slowly stopping his tail wagging.
I will
No.
wait for you.
no, no.
I gave myself a sad that reference.
We're not leaving without Fenris drone.
Oh,
No, he's such a good boy.
all right.
I'll be back. Okay.
You turn the shuttle around once you realize, oh shit. And Steele runs back to the shop. Oh my god, Fenris, I'm sorry. And scoops him up and then falls over because he's like 500 pounds. Bark.
We would have remembered Fenris drone.
Alright, so you return to the Koi Country Lodge.
So that was a rather exciting time for me and the police office. What did you fine fellows get up to?
I was a good boy.
I see. Did you get scratchies?
Negative.
Oh, how terrible. We'll walk around the table and give Fenris scratchies.
Alright. Just as you're leaning down to give Fenris scratches, you feel a mighty thump against your plump posterior. And turn around to see your little Balderon following you around once more, having finally gotten his way off of the ship.
My goodness, I wonder if you tore a hole through the ship. That would be quite a bit of thrusting.
Suddenly, you can just hear Squigs yell at it from the background as he sees the hole in the ship.
Yep.
And were you a good boy today?
It clicks noisily at you, desperately attempting to end your robotic life.
I know, what a silly question. You're always a good boy. I will snuggle him.
Alright. It gets stuffed between your cleavage, whereupon it has no recourse but to click. Click and lament.
You're always a good boy. You have no choice.
Whenever its dialogues are, it's like Mimikyu for new Pokemon. Nobody can understand it, but it's saying the most morbid and nihilistic things ever.
Serena's just annoyed that Squigs made the doctor skip all the cool nerd stuff.
Didn't have time. You would have been there for hours.
And that would have been interesting. Whatever. How?
Look, you can get his number, and you can call him and talk to him on the holodeck. And then you can probably go over and work with him for a little bit after all this is said and done.
Oh, no. I have one business rule, and that's don't develop a working relationship with the Kuritan because they're very, very distracting.
Fair
You hear
enough.
the bartender yell that's really racist from
Hey,
over.
you know full well that if this, and then Serena will stand up on the table and do her best college girl bouncy was next to you the entire time, it would make working very, very difficult for everyone.
Something underneath the bar just shatters as Callie's massive horse boner just comes to full mast.
I think you've made your point.
I made 2 points. They're so perky and lovely on the top of these.
You're not helping.
Yeah, she's like in the fucking the cat suit and everything. You know.
The cowgirl at the bar just reaches over and starts jacking Callie off.
Yeah. And then I will climb off the table again.
Her drinking companion turns into a living beat.
This is why we have no money. We have to give away all our fines to public indecency.
Well, please, I did that with all of my clothes on. Now, if you want public indecency, 1 second.
No. Squigs will kind of stop Cylinder from doing
Oh,
whatever
fine,
she
I'll leave my clothes on. Goodness.
You hear a very drunk Mountie over in the corner yell, "Take it off! Take it off! Woo!"
The law gave me permission. You can't stop me now, Squigs. You know, I'll go up to the very nervous-looking half-house over there, and you know that classic low purr that a catsuit makes when it's being slowly unzipped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'll make sure that she's close enough to hear that.
Squigs will attempt to restrain Sandra, but his gooey arms are too weak, and he will fail.
You can't stop the boners. They're too strong.
Yeah, so she's full mast, just turns around, stares at you with big blue eyes. Hi.
Hi there.
What are you? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, the law just told me I have to take off my clothes, so it seemed like a really good place to stand. Tail wag, tail wag, tail wag.
So as you're pulling it down, your big tits bounce out, and your nipples are really hard, and she looks between you and her companion, who's busy, having now crawled behind the bar and out of sight. The ginger will just say, your chest looks really cold. Maybe you should keep them warm. And she puts her hands up, like, even with your chest.
You have
Oh
to
yeah. Then I won't even move forwards. I will inhale enough to just to make them rise to meet her hands.
The Mountie cheers.
Woohoo! I heartily expect the next words to come out of someone's mouth in this part to be shots, shots, shots.
Pretty much. Somewhere in the next 10 minutes, Dell is given cause to bring over shot split for body shots to happen off of the enormous-breasted Huskar.
Yes.
Which your ginger companion is more than happy to do. And at this point, Squigs, now you can see a teeny tiny little tent forming in Dell's outfit. No? Okay.
He might be mutified. Oh no. Hello, DCL.
Hmm?
Squigs has just found out that Dell's got a Pinot.
Yep, you can now see a bulge.
Oh, well, okay then. That means there's no need for dialogue. Squigs will abduct Del to the nearest room.
Well, alright. I don't think you need to make a persuade check. That ship sailed, so... There's some couples pairing off. Eventually, the ginger introduces herself as Cade and says that she has a room in back if you'd like to, take this show somewhere more private.
Sure, but I do insist that I won't be staying the night. I have a companion for that. And then I will wave at Enyo.
She looks at Enyo with wide eyes and looks at you and says, "Oh, I had a Lathan girlfriend once. Does she maybe want to join us?"
The answer is yes.
Well, I can't really hear from way over here, so that's
Well-
the thing.
I will saunter on over, all topless and fanciful, and introduce, do the necessary introductions. Kenya, this is Kenya.
She's greeted by the tea kettle, Enya.
Cade will suggest that you look way too hot in that armor, and clearly you need to, get out of it to cool off in her room with Serena. Maybe now. Wink.
And then there's a thumbs up from
Afterward,
Serena.
grabs both of them, starts walking off.
Whee!
Woohoo!
Is this the part where Saban reveals that this Dell is actually a secret galactic Interpol agent hunting for squigs?
You're about to get bird personed.
Is this where Squigs bad ends?
Yep. Dell is, in fact, an Interpol agent. I'm sorry, Squigs. You're going to need to take a seat here. So, Poco, you are left alone with Captain Steele, a couple of robots, and what was once a very rowdy bar starts thinning out as the evening draws to a close and the patrons go home, since the bartender is MIA now. What would you like to do?
I think, I scratch the Fenris drone and give the little ball a rub down, I will turn my attention to Captain Steele. So, Miss Steele, how was your meeting with the scientist?
And you can tell she's getting just a little bit drunk now. It's been several hours, but she gives you a smile and says, about as well as expected. Your little gooey friend just seems to have an aversion to money. But I think we can make a good run of this anyway. She smiles and taps her codex greedily. Those little crystals are going to make a fortune.
Based on my studies of his behavioral patterns, I suspect that he gets antsy and grumpy if he does not have a cock in him.
Maybe you should try wearing him like armor. I saw a hollow porn of that once. It was hot.
Well, that would be quite enjoyable for me. I suspect it might impair his abilities to, fly the ship and perform espionage missions.
No. Who needs to do any of that when there's a nice, thick, juicy Khoitan cock on offer?
Yes, speaking of which, I was looking at having my current model upgraded. I don't suppose you have our payment for the last few missions?
We're gonna handle payment as soon as we get back to Max Corp headquarters. It'll just be a quick journey tomorrow. No worries.
So we're finished for the time being in this station?
Yep, I think we'll sleep the night here. It's been a long, violence and or sex-filled day. But we'll get everything turned in tomorrow. Call us when a wrap.
Wonderful, wonderful. May I ask, Captain Steele, I don't think I've had the opportunity to perform a medical diagnosis on you. You are primarily humanoid, is that correct?
Yep, 100% human. Well, except for this little mod, and she pats her little foxtail. But, little cosmetics never hurt anybody, right?
I see. And would you say that you are in a healthy condition, capable of performing all necessary biological mechanisms?
She bites her lower lip and sort of leans over the table at you. Is that one of those double entendre things? Yeah, now you can tell she's getting she's pretty drunk. Pretty drunk.
I don't know if it was a double entendre. Allow me to be more specific. I had a particular interest in attempting to harvest your genetic material and potentially injecting you with genetic material that I have collected for study in terms of how your particular genetics match with the genetics collected from various and sundry creatures that I have hitherto milked.
She grins and says, "My daddy always warned me about genetics collectors. Everybody wants a billionaire's bastard. But you know what? Fuck Dad. He's a dick. And you've got a dick, and I want a dick in me. So why don't we go upstairs?"
She should be careful when she says that. Someone will write the scene.
Alright. Whoop.
They'll write the scene tune and sing the scene tune.
So Fenris is left all by himself as little Baldrone continues to bump into Poco at every opportunity. And poor little Fenris will look around and slowly lament to himself, "Life is lonely when you are perfect."
It's a long way to the top.
Alright. So, most of the night passes uneventfully once you've all tuckered yourselves out to completion again and again and again with your respective partners. Which of you has the artifact at the moment? Still Squigs. Alright. Squig, you hear a knock on your door in the middle of the night, about 3 or 4 a.m.
Squigs is going to ignore it and stay in bed.
Alright. About 30 seconds later, there's a more insistent knock.
Motherfucker, beauty sleep is needed.
Knock, knock, knock.
Alright, who is it? Squigs doesn't open the door yet, but he's just like getting out of bed in the process.
Alright. You hear a feminine voice saying, "Station security, open up."
Oh boy. Just a minute, Squigs will say calmly, but we'll start freaking out. So,
What
where's
an
the closest
excellent
window?
name.
What Squigs?
Where's the closest window? And don't tell me there isn't one, because Squigs would not
There
be
is.
seen.
So your rooms are above the bar, and there are windows looking down over the bar. So you could like Leon Kennedy out the window and down onto the main bar floor if you
Doing
wanted.
it.
All right. So you go crashing out of the window.
I'll open the window, thank you very much.
It does not open. It is not meant to open.
Oh.
Now, being a Galoshan, you can try and squeeze through the cracks, but that'll take a while, because there's a lot of you and not a lot of crack.
Yeah, he
No,
should be used to
that's
trying to fit himself
impossible.
in cracks.
It
Squigs is
doesn't.
insulted.
It doesn't go through the window. He just splatters on, and then you hear that sliding down sound.
Alright.
So Squigs doesn't. No, being the one onto criminally is does not want to deal with these guys. So yeah, he's still jumping through the window.
Alright, so you go crashing through the window and roll an acrobatics check.
All right. Do I get advantage for being squishy?
In this case, no.
Okay. Don't need it.
Alright. You splatter on the ground, but immediately reform onto your feet. And you see that sitting in a chair, staring directly at you, as if she had known exactly what you were going to do, is another Galoshan. Or actually a Rahn in this case. A purple-skinned goo woman with enormous breasts sticking out through a armored corset. And she has a great big pistol slung on one hip and several strange electronic devices on the other. And she just gives you a great big smile and says, "Hey there, cutie."
Like your corset, girl.
"Thanks. You know, I like your outfit too, but you know what it's missing?"
Please don't say a bullet hole.
"Oh no, sugar. I wouldn't put a bullet in something so cute." She waggles a finger at you and she pulls a pair of some sort of handcuff, but it seems to be made partially of energy, and she twirls it around on one of her fingers. I think a little
Whoa.
bondage gear would go a long way towards making that work for you.
Squigs is gonna raise up his hand, take a step back, and go, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I charge artillery for that." Look left and look right. Is there any places to run?
There's a front door which is between you and her, and then there's the stairs that just go back up to the rooms.
Is there
Don't
any
make
way
this
we
hard,
have, like,
sugar. I just need the
smashing windows
artifact.
and stuff?
In fact, if you surrender real nice-like, I'll give you some credits and the time of your life.
So, Fenris drone, want to do me a solid?
That depends.
What do you want from me?
You mean
Love and
that thing is
appreciation.
insinuating what is a
Aw.
solid?
Squigs will kind of drop on his knees and give Fenris drone a hug. You are really adorable. But seriously, though, I'm gonna need some help right now.
Thank you. What do you require?
Can you do it? Give me his distraction.
Yes.
Squigs will kind of just point at Goo Bounty Hunter or a policewoman. And while Fenris is taking care of that, make a break for it.
Alright, so, yeah, Fenris is going to get about here, and I think we're going to need to break into initiative at this point.
I was gonna say roll well, but
Haha!
ha!
Good old enemies, always rolling shit in 70. Alright, everyone else can roll too, because I think you're going to start hearing some noises downstairs that'll wake you up. Alright, is everyone on the board?
No, I did not get added. Because I'm stupid and did not use the initiative command.
Oh, hold
Well,
on,
you
I
have to
see.
write
You
it
guys
yourself.
still have the old ones. Hold on, let me add everybody because now there's duplicates of shit everywhere.
Oh, I couldn't see any duplicates.
Well, because you know you were still on the board from on the other map, so I see duplicates, and now I don't know what's going on.
Ah,
It's one of those scenarios. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that should be everybody. So stick your numbers on. I are good at roll 20.
Also, someone had a much better idea in the Twitch chat for how Squigs could get away, and that was to flush himself.
damn it! You should have thought of that.
Dive into the toilet and fucking escape through the pipes.
Nah, Squigs is too classy for that.
All right.
Also, I forgot that pooping doesn't exist in this universe, so there are no toilets.
All right. So, Enyo, Serena, you guys start waking up after hearing this crashing sound and then some robotic barking from downstairs. So, you spend your turn like throwing your shield belts on and grabbing your weapons. Squigs. So, you can use your standard action to have Fenris make an attack on somebody, and then use your movement to book it.
All right. Well, attacking a police officer doesn't seem like a good idea.
Oh, she's not a
So-
police officer. Like,
She's
there's
not-
no way.
Do you not remember that part where she's like, "Oh, you know, we could make this profitable. I'll give you some money and a fucking you can leave with the prize."
Fair
and she
enough.
also said the artifact.
Oh shit! I was cutting out during that.
Rip.
Oh yeah. Then Fenris, be a good boy.
Alright, so action to throw Fenris into the breach. Bork, bork, bork. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that'll hit, but... Ooh, just barely. So he will take a munch into her shields, but not penetrate them. Bad dog! No biscuit for you. She just slaps Fenris off.
I almost wonder if it wouldn't be better to try to tease attack, because running might be dangerous. Squigs is going to, if she was smart enough to be waiting for me, I guess I'll duck over the bar and try to take cover.
Okay. Boop. So it's her turn. Let's see. She is going to... I think she's going to hurl an EMP grenade.
Motherfucker.
2, 1, 2. Yep. All right. So you and Fenris are going to take a hit versus your will.
Wait, EMP grenade. That's for electronics.
Yes. So does a 12 hit your will defense, Squigs?
It should. So we'll screw up my shield. My will defense? Yeah, that hits.
Okay, your shields go down.
And I just got this thing.
Pew. And if you have any like energy weapons or electronic devices, they are shut down.
I am thankful that my revolver is primitive.
And so Fenris's shields go down, and then Fenris goes down. Bark. Thump.
Come on! Poor Fenris.
I was the best of you. See, collapses. And the Rahn woman just takes a few steps forward. Now, sugar. No need to make this a big deal. Just hand over the artifact. Alright, and Poco, you once again start waking up, hearing the commotion downstairs. You hear the loud bang of an EMP. Luckily, you weren't there, otherwise you would have been seriously fucked. And Enyo, you get your first turn now. You're upstairs still, but you do hear the commotion and you're ready to go.
Okay. I come. Well, let's see. The rooms are above, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I belly dive on her?
So right now she is underneath the rooms. You would have to make a pretty controlled fall. I'll let you try an acrobatics check.
Not that I have anything like that. I don't think so.
All right.
No,
Well,
I
it's
think I have
reflexes,
athletics.
so
I have athletics. Holy shit.
acrobatics.
Oh, acrobatics. Never mind. And then I have reflexes, you say?
Yes, it is a reflexes check, so you can go ahead and try that.
Nah, 20.
Nope. Thanks for jinxing me, DCL.
I apologize.
All right, you crash into the one of the tables. It shatters underneath your massive equine weight. And yeah, you see this Rahn chick standing over a disabled Fenris, and she plants her hands on her hips and looks your way and says, "Oh, come on."
Sup? Kablampo.
All right, you are prone from having flubbed your roll, so you're gonna have disadvantage on your shot, but you can stand up next turn.
Okay, so 2d20 dh 1.
Yep.
Q.
All right, pew! Yeah, your shot just deflects off her shields and explodes somewhere nearby. She tists her tongue at you and waggles a finger. Now, play nice. Serena, you just saw Enyo leap out of a window and go crashing down below. Cade is freaking the fuck out and is also, like, still somewhat handcuffed to a bed right now.
Oh, I will unpop her handcuffs and run up to the side of the window and announce that some bad guys are after us for some stuff. That's the best excuse I can give her because I don't know yet.
All right. You just see Enyo, like, on her side shooting at something you can't see.
All right, I do that the awkward Scrabble where you hold on to like the ledge of the window and I'm like, and then I'll try and drop down.
All right. Make a reflexes acrobatics check.
Oh, good. Raw D20, you say?
Yes, I suppose I do.
You know what? I'm gonna cash in my flaw of being squishy and trying to do things that are hard physical work stress me out.
Might as well, right?
Oh my god!
Well.
Oh wait, I did D1. Sorry, it's 12. Even then, it's 12 on the deck. So
All right,
used the wrong
that
roll.
is still enough to land on your feet since you were careful enough. So you plop down immediately next to scary Ron Lady.
Yep.
Oh, now we're talking. Why don't you just pull the rest of that outfit off, Sugar?
Yeah, I don't know. Why don't you bend over first, and then I will give her a bouncy bouncy.
I think we can make that deal work. She will turn around and wiggle her booty at you. Squigs.
Oh,
And
does
Serena
15 not beat her?
Oh, wait, what are you trying to do?
With tease attack.
Tease attack? Oh, God, yeah, that beats her. So, yes, she will take 6 resolve damage. She has no focus whatsoever because she is a goo. And that clearly makes her
That's
hung
why I was like,
hard,
holy
but-
shit, a run that could be 15 tease attack.
No, no, God. Alright. So, yeah, Squigs, now it's your turn. Sorry.
So how good of cover is this bar?
It will add +2 to your reflex defense.
But she'll probably just get closer.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing to stop her from just, like, walking over the bar.
Yeah.
If she wants to.
So can I like start moving up to the stairs?
Yeah, totally. You could, in fact, go up the stairs and move around on the second floor if you wanted to.
Well, can I make the can I make it to upstairs in a single move?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, just barely.
Okay, then I'm going to tease attack her by transforming into a goo puppy slut. Now that I've seen that her tastes are with Serena.
All right. Sexy.
Nope.
That will actually hit her
my-
shitty will defense.
Goos. and
Surprise! The goo girl's a lust encounter. Who knew?
shit. I mean,
It's almost like old Papa Steele done taught us in a visual trick.
Holy shit. Okay. Ow.
and then he will bark up the stairs.
All right, so you are in the safety of upstairs. It is her turn. She starts chasing after you and says, "Oh shoot!" So she's going to use a swift action to proc Fighting Spirit and regain a very small amount of her lost resolve. That's unfortunate. And then she's going to move down here. Yeah, perfect. And she is going to rip herself out of her clothing. Just let it fall to the ground. And Enyo and Serena immediately begin to be overwhelmed by the smell of sex. She is a Doron, which have a pheromone cloud.
Terrible.
Oh boy. So, let's see. 5. Oh no, she does not hit Enyo. But she definitely hits Serena.
Yo.
You take 7 points of lust damage and you become aroused, which is a status effect. Which you have disadvantage on all intelligence, willpower, and presence checks for the next turn. You are way hot under the collar.
Oh no, that's a terrible thing because my collar is on me at all times.
Alright, and Poco. You hear a sexy commotion from downstairs.
Oh,
Okay. I'll start going downstairs, and I assume I see Squigs on the stairs as I'm headed down.
Yeah, he is booking it upstairs.
Oh, Squigs, where are you? Okay, you're going. Okay.
Give me a second. I cannot hear you at all, Edge. There we go.
I assumed Squigs just ran past as I was headed down.
Oh yeah. Squigs will just gonna be like, "Go assassin downstairs, chasing at me. Bye."
Okay. And then I'll head downstairs and take a look. Oh my, another run. I think I still have some left over after, egging a Captain Steele. I wonder, would you be so kind as to show me how Rahn reproduction works? And I'll, hoist up my not gigantic, my hefty, Khoitan cock that's, currently leaking Squig's, eggs.
Oh my. Alright, make you a tease attack.
Okay.
I'll give you inspiration.
Okay.
Thank fuck I... Oh no, it was a second dice anyway. Wasteful. It was sad
Alright.
advantage.
That's still a definite hit.
And do I get any bonus less damage since I'm leaking Rahn reproductive material?
You know what? Actually, wait. No, Squigs is a Galoshan,
He's a
not a
Galoshan.
Ron.
Oh, he's a Galoshan?
Yeah, apparently.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
Just a Ron
he's
token, because, you know.
so firm. Okay, crazy. Okay, well, do Galoshians have reproductive fluids?
They are their own reproductive fluid.
Okay, well, I guess
Some squigs.
I'm leaking a
Morbid.
small supply of Squigs then. So,
Alright, well, she's not particularly aroused by the wrong type of goo. You
Just
racist.
like take a
so.
snip of his hair whenever he's sleeping.
Alright. She will, however, take 5 resolve damage. Oh my. You all are, you're something alright.
oh, I'm sorry, I'm still leaking from earlier. I'll try to plug that up.
Oh no, why don't you, bring that over here and let Mama have a little drink?
Oh, certainly.
Enyo. Well,
Pretend I'm the bartender and just flop my dick on the counter. Orders up.
Alright. Enyo, it is your turn.
Okay. Gun tank is not gonna overheat again. Fuck this shit. It's stand up. And then shoot her ass.
Alright.
Screw you. Screw you, go.
That will most assuredly
okay.
miss.
Deep, reluctant sigh.
I'm sorry.
Serena.
Detail, you never touch other people's dice.
I'm sorry. I completely take the blame.
I turn around and show off my ass, and it's looking pretty good, even though it's been seen to quite recently.
Oh yeah, it's look pretty hot. Pretty hot. Oh no, poor mini boss. Alright.
And then as a movement, I will like stagger away from her just a little bit afterwards.
Alright.
Oh my goodness. She smells
Squigs.
so good.
Oh yeah. Oh, it smells good. Squigs, you make it upstairs, and Delilah pokes her head out from the other room, and yeah, she's just buck naked. You can see one of her like jutting, obviously fake boobs, and her tiny little shemale dick, waggling around in the breeze. Squigs, is everything okay?
No, don't go downstairs. Any other exit?
Yeah, there's a staff exit, and she points to the end of the hall there. It's right through the sauna.
Squig starts making a break for it.
All right, go Squigs, go. All right. Let's see. It is the Ron's turn. Let's see. Do all these cool things she can do, but none of them would be effective here because she's just gonna get lusted down. Well, actually, I think, like, she starts making towards Poco, then suddenly looks around and realizes, wait, where'd that little round bastard, or Galoshian bastard go? Oh, damn it. And she is going to hurl a EMP grenade at Poco. So,
Uh-oh.
No.
this is going to be bad. Oh, yeah. 23.
Oh, no.
So, Poco, you are stunned for the next... why don't you roll me a d4?
Oh boy.
Yeah, you're stunned for the next 4 rounds as, like, EMP just takes you down. And your little ball drone falls to the ground, too. Thump.
Error, error. Please reinsert dick.
And then Viola just runs up the stairs, just melds over the bar, and vanishes upstairs. Poco, you can mark off a counter as you start rebooting yourself slowly but surely. Enyo.
Scramble, run.
Alright, it's going to take half your movement to stand up because you were still
She
prone.
stood up last turn.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay, never mind. Then, yeah, you can double move if you want to.
I'm gonna
You can
ram
leave
that
Brent
bitch
behind.
down.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can just catch up to her if you double move, so we'll put you on
Yeah.
up here. Clop, 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 clop.
It'd be like the scene in Avengers when the Hulk is running after Black Widow on the helicarrier.
So I'm gonna put you guys...
Oh, that's dark.
You should be able to see over there.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah. So I think this is... Let's see. Squig should be... Yeah, he's like 2 squares back. And this will just be upstairs.
Only got
Why
that far
not?
on a double move.
Yeah, because you had to... Oh, wait, you double moved. That's right. And you were already at the top of the stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So you're all the way at the end of the hall, and there's a door next to you that goes into the sauna, and you'll pretty much be scot-free. And there's poor... Hey there, Delilah, looking out, buck naked. Very confused. Serena, you're up. You are no longer aroused.
Sweet. I'm going to get Fenris drone up and running.
All right. Make a... let's see. What would appropriate skill for that be?
Well, I got a mechanic kit
That'll do it.
and jury rigging test.
Sure. Jury rigging seems fine to quickly reboot an EMP droid.
Sweet. Up you get.
Bark, 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 bark. Emergency. Alert, 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 alert. Oh.
You got EMP'd.
To have one's race used against you. How humiliating.
Very humiliating. And then I will. I take it that his shield itself is completely fucked though, so he's on just his.
Yeah.
Red health.
He's just got hull points.
Is that rebootable or is that just fucked now for the rest of the encounter?
Yeah, the shield is going to be gone for several minutes. There's not really anything
Okay.
you can do at this level.
Alrighty. Yep, I close up his butt hatch and tell him that he's good to go. Someone is after the artifact,
Affirmative.
and then if since EMP might have scrambled him, I described the purple Rahn, saying, "You are free to bite the shit out of her."
Maul the slut. Affirmative. And Fenris will start bounding up the stairs. Bork, bork, bork.
So I want to call this now. Because basically the only way I can fail this is if I nat 1 now.
Alright, well, Serena, you do have your movement left if you want to start going up the stairs, or you can go elsewhere, try and head them off at the pass. Deafening silence.
Wizard.
That's not me. It's Squigs.
No, it's you still have your
Yes.
movements.
I still have a
so-
movement. Oh, sorry.
if you want.
Tell you what, I'm gonna go out the front entrance and head towards the ship.
Sounds good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, somewhere there. Boop boop boop.
And is there a way to call for police on my codex?
Why, yes, there is in fact a 911 button.
Dope. I'll press the emergency as I go. I presumably can't actually make the call on this time, but
Yeah. So you start dialing.
Yeah.
All right, Squigs, it's your turn. What do?
This can only fail on a nat 1. Okay.
What are you doing?
Tease attack.
Oh God. Yeah. Okay. You hit.
And max damage.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She just drops to her knees, and just as she's starting to say, "Oh, I could go for some of that dick," Fenris just leaps on her, just pins her to the ground, and just starts mauling her back. But of course, it doesn't really do anything since she's a Rahn, so she's just flailing there.
Squigs is going to give a
Oh
leap.
shit.
Start
Wait,
hitting.
so the fucking Fenris drone of Fenris drone pretty much strips Enyo.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh god. Oh shit. because-
Down the stairs you go.
No, I tripped forward, remember? I was charging.
Timber!
All right, so you splatter the Rahn all over the deck. Just
And I go sliding on the floor because
Yes.
of slide. Holy shit!
you just slide right in until you face plant right into Dell's tits, and she's just looking very confused as the Rahn slowly pieces herself together off the floor.
Squigs will be like, later sugar, and he'll keep running out the sonnet exit.
All right, so you're going back to the ship.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
So is
I-
anyone going to stick around to do anything with the Rahn bounty hunter there, or is everyone going to make haste to the ship?
Well, I'm gonna rob her gun.
Oh yeah, okay.
Joy.
She has a Magnum.
Ah, shit, you're right. I should steal
For her monster dong!
Yeah, bzz.
Yeah,
Yeah, she has a Magnum revolver and she has one more EMP grenade.
Can Squigs come back and rob
No,
her outfit?
she has 0 magnums and 0 grenades.
Let's see.
Fuck
She
you,
also
bitch.
she also has 2 shock bolas, which you can use
She
to
had-
both entangle somebody and knock them prone, and to do shock damage rather.
But what about
Okay.
her clothes?
Yeah, she has slutwear if you want that.
Squigs will kind of pat her back, take that, and then pat her away again.
All right. She starts trying to reach for your dick, and then you're out of there. So she's just gonna crawl over here to Dell and start sucking.
Yep.
The poor little trap just goes rigid. It's like, oh, okay.
Sweet.
Squiggy.
And I'll try and get Poco up and going while I've got the mount me's on dial.
All right.
By the way, you would know this because you have Squigs in your party, but generally,
Yeah, no, I will not tell them anything about our crew.
no, you also don't want the goo to get any semen to reform and heal.
Grab Dell.
Ah!
Come
Help!
on, slippery slope. Holy crap. It's like a slippery slide over here. Oh shit, stairs!
Oh my god.
Don't worry, I will save you. And Fenris just bites your tail and tries to pull you back up the stairs. Arr. It hurts a
Thanks.
lot.
Yep.
Shit.
I don't actually know how to
Any-
pick up an AI droid or wake them up or whatever the fuck.
Ow.
So you're way stronger than Fenris is heavy, so he's just flailing around behind you, being carried by your tail as you and Dell go downstairs.
I tried to brace with my legs so that I do that stuttering down the stairs. No, that don't.
Yeah.
It's like,
All right, so you
Yeah,
slam face first into the wall down there, and Dell and Fenris go spilling off, and just then Poco wakes up from her little stun reverie there. And Cade comes down wearing her panties and bra, like, what the fuck?
ow.
Hey, Cade. Apparently some bad guys came and attacked our friend Squigs, who's pieced out. 1 second, and I've still got the Mountaineers on dial. I'll hang up very quickly after I say that there has been an assault at the bar. The person responsible is a purple Doran. She was also responsible for all the breakages. Have a lovely day. We're getting the hell out of here because it seems way too dangerous. Your planet overall was very lovely. To take care.
Yeah, so Cade, like, freaks out and says, oh god, no, pirates, they found me! And just starts running out the front door. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yep. Don't worry, I know that she'll turn out all right.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be fine. So yeah, the party packs their shit up and runs back to the ship, buckles up, and makes for terra firma, where they hope to deliver the artifact to MaxCorp. And, as is customary, I think we'll leave it off there. But first, let's level everybody up. What do you say?
Yay.
That sounds like a fun thing. So if you all want to hop into the little rulebook there. Boop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Since it's an even numbered level, everyone's going to get one new proficiency with something that isn't a skill. So you can pick a tool, vehicle, that sort of thing. And you get your second level class features. And your resolve goes up by 1. So let me move you guys back to the main board here so you can increase your stats. Now, as a side note, Poco, I got good news for you. When the party reboots their shit later on, after the EMP, and your little ball buddy comes back online, it turns out that getting EMP'd scrambled his little memory banks, and whatever virus was in there has been wiped out. He has returned to functionality, and you can use him as your pet drone.
Ooh.
As a tech spec.
Oh man, drones are so cool.
Wait, I'm a soldier. I have body mastery. What was body mastery? Oh. Right. That thing. Whoop. And I have fighting spirit. I forgot to heal myself. Ah. Okay. So there's that. Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Yep. So we're just looking through
Okay.
No,
stuff.
it was just literally dead quiet. It's like, wait, I heard a badunk, so I wasn't sure if I dropped.
Oh no, it's all good.
Okay. I got a little bit confused there.
That's fine.
I take it I don't get to keep Fenris turn.
Well, I mean, since Captain Steel is just perpetually not in the fight, you can basically use him as yours.
Sweet.
So with your level 2 specialization feature, let's see. Yeah, he can totally be your little drone for bonus actioning.
Is there a proficiency I could level up that goes along with, like, drone control?
Yeah, so while you're controlling him, Fenris uses your proficiency bonus. So as you get higher level, his attacks and damage will go up.
Guess who's a fucking walking arsenal now?
Yay!
I thought you might like that ability name.
Yes. Gun tank is more gun tank now.
Yes, now you have a Magnum.
Let's see here.
What
So I get
damage
shield
does-
tweaks.
Magnum do.
It should be in the equipment section. Let me check. Scroll. A Magnum does 2d6 damage and has no special properties.
Okay. 9 on 2d6. And that's it.
Yep.
Okay. Note to self acquire laser carbine or some heavy. Where's all the heavy weapons?
They're not in here since they're way more expensive than anybody in this playtest could afford. But they'll be in,
Oh.
the full game. Playtest.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. But hey, that means if we find a big robot, I can just rip its weapon off and use it.
You totally could.
Uh,
Absolutely could.
God, drone special is just so nice.
Yeah.
I wonder what I want to be proficient in.
All right, well, I'm going to cut off the stream and YouTube stuff here, so thanks very much for watching, everybody.
Thanks
See
for
you
having me.
guys next time.